Hello.
Hi, everybody. How are we today? Happy Thursday. How's the sound? You guys hear us okay? Thursday. So this might be one of the last streams we do for the week, just because we'll be going to Heroes Con. So we're leaving Thursday, next Thursday, so a week from today. So we might have our last stream on maybe the 10th or the 11th. I don't know. Who's here working on JourneyJune stuff? Anybody? Yay, Serenity. Good work. Proud of you. I almost forgot to put that we're streaming in the Discord. Hold on. Streaming. Oh. Person is typing. Hey, Yan.
Hello, Yan.
How you doing? And DJ. Oh, your Spoon June stuff. Nice. Rock out your Spoon June.
Hey, Paladin.
Hi, Paladin. How you doing? How is your day? I have coffee this time. Hopefully it kicks in pretty quick. Ooh, that's good. Okay. So, Gabe, what day are you on?
Today?
Yeah, it's the 7th. What is your title for today?
Things that go bump in the night.
No.
The loot. Give me the loot! Give me the loot!
Confusing loots. We're okay, Paladin. Changing this now. Okay. I, though, am on, I think, Peculiar Puzzle. Because I'm trying to build up a buffer so that when we go to the convention, I'm not scrambling to do these during the con. 'Cause that's rough. When you're at a convention and you've got work to do post-convention, it's really tough.
I'm trying to do these as late as possible so that I am scrambling at the convention.
Gabe also has like a serious deadline due tomorrow, so...
Laura, were you in UK or are you in Australia? Or am I thinking of Melpa? I think Melpa for sure is in Australia.
Laura, I thought, was in Spain.
España. Oh,
yeah,
sí.
Because I think Laura spoke Spanish.
Se me olvidó.
So for today, for me, it's day 11. I'm on day 11. Second obstacle, Peculiar Puzzle, a mental challenge for our new crew. Is it architectural, riddle? Is it on paper? Is it a device? Focus on how the characters solve it. Are they dumb, physical, smart, calculated, or just lucky? Gabe is working on confusing loot, which that's the right day, 7th. Hero receives a strange bounty from the previous trial. They could think, what is this? I don't know what it is, but I like it. Gross. Focus on how they'd react to something completely unfamiliar to them, and can it be used later? This is a good place to plant something potentially for your story later. Maybe, maybe not. Perhaps it's just a gag. Mine ended up just being a gag, and it wasn't even loot she knew she took. So it can also be that. They might not even know they took it. It doesn't even have to be blatant if you don't want it to be. It's up to you. Yeah, she's from Spain.
There you go.
I remembered.
Good job.
Well, welcome. Welcome. So I was trying to think of mine yesterday. And today. And I think my puzzle is going to be that they come up onto a hive. And she loses her bee. So she has to figure out how to get her bee back. Which there is a way she's already able to, so. Where are you, Sniggle? Did it, Paladin? Oh, good. Yeah, you'll see more of that today, too. I've got to upload that a little bit later, but, that should be cute. Hair's all frizzy because it's super humid out. So, to catch you up, yesterday's was cooking up friendship for me. So I've got them sitting down and eating together. But he ends up passing out. I'm actually going to add one in here where she hands him, probably between these two, where she hands him some food. Because I feel like they weren't really interacting enough here. So I'm going to actually do that here. Oh man. Oh, that's why. Okay. So maybe Hazel's gonna give B some... This is planting information for later as well. So I'm taking the fact that Hazel's seeing he likes the flowers she carries in her bag, and this is a little bit inaccurate that a bee is eating flowers, I know, but I'm gonna address that later too. So, yeah, Sniggle, what happened? What do you mean? So remember, you can plant things in the story to pay off later. That's part of good story writing. So, and that's also why you don't just start from the start at the start and go to the finish all the time, because you'll get to the finish and be like, oh, I should have set something up here. So that's where that note card trick I taught you guys comes in handy, where if you've got note cards that say every beat of the story, if you get to the end and you're like, I should have put something back here, you can just write a new note card and move the ones down that would be after it and then just input it. So it's really nice. But yeah, that happens honestly a lot. Oh, yeah, that's okay, Snag. Hi, Spongy. Hi, Galveo. Or is it Galvin? It was Galvin, right? I'm trying to remember. Because in our language, it looks like it's Galveo, but in yours, you said it was Galvon.
Galvon.
Okay. Gotta try to remember that. Try our best to remember. So Hazel's gonna offer him some petals here that he's just gonna eat because he's a glutton and kind of a dumbie. Which in turn teaches us that he likes those, so we can use that later. Remember, you can also set things up to mislead the audience, too. I mean, obviously some people do that on purpose. How's your stuff going, Sponge? Good? I like his little bee feet that I get to put in here. His little bee antennas. Also, let us know if you guys ever get word that you're going to be going to a con, and we'll let you know if we'll be there. Can't promise we'll hang out, but maybe we can at least say hi and stuff. Gabe and I usually don't hang out with anybody at conventions, even our friends. It's pretty rare we actually do. So Gabe, what are you thinking for yours?
So that bird just stole my guy's backpack. So then another bird shows up, and they're fighting for the backpack, and they rip it apart.
Oh, but what's the loot?
Well, he ends up grabbing, like, he tries to go to grab things, but, you know, as they're falling, like, you can only grab one thing.
Oh.
So he grabs his...
Something that doesn't help?
His multi-tool. I was thinking
but that's helpful.
Yeah, I was thinking of that or, like, a candy bar. Yeah.
Candy bar's kind of cute. If it had a name that was, like, Knickers or something.
Because then he can use it on, you can use it for the shrug.
Gabe's on day 7, so he's on today. So he's on confusing loot.
Yeah.
So what's nice is that Gabe and I are kind of giving a breadth of 2 different types of people. I'm doing kind of traditional fantasy. This will probably be a comic of some kind now at the end. I didn't plan on it being one, but I mean now it is, and that happens, and that's okay. The story tells you what it wants. But they're still very different stories, you know. But we're doing that, and then Gabe is also on time, where I'm a few days ahead. So maybe I'm not the role model, but, you know, along for those people that are ahead, I'm with you. Some people who are on time or a little bit behind are with Gabe. So it's kind of like a field trip. You've got the kids who always want to be in the front, right, with the teacher and all that, and then you've got stragglers in the back who just kind of want to see things on their own and do their own thing. Gabe's in the back. So really, that's kind of how I think about it. We're also very stressed at the moment because we've got so much to do before we go to the convention that's coming up. So I've got like 3 commissions to finish, 2 of which that are 9x12s. And then I have to do around 6 or 7 character designs for my part-time job. And I also have to run JourneyJune and post JourneyJune, because I'm playing along. But, oh, and we gotta ship stuff tomorrow. But that's where I'm at. I'm a little bit stressed. But this is why I was saying the only reason I kind of tell you guys about what I'm going through while doing this is so you know it's still possible to rearrange your life to get everything in there that you want to do. Sometimes it does get a bit much, and it is good to learn where your boundaries are, like when is too much too much. Gabe and I have very bad meters with that. We like to just take on everything. But we do manage to somehow still get good sleep, eat right, do exercise, and still get everything we want to in. But we like to show you kind of examples of how freelance life has that happen to it. So an example, basically today I got word that I had to do all these character designs then before I leave for the con. So that means I have to figure out how to arrange my JourneyJune and my 3 commissions that I want to have done before we go. So I can also fit in the character designs, which it's going to be tough, but it's doable, you know? And I don't really have a choice, because if you think about it, each one of those things is someone depending on you. So when it becomes something like that where someone's depending on you, the pressure is bad, but it's good too, if you think about it. I have Papa Clover. Oh, you're so nice. Oh no, yeah, really? 4 days is not too summer. Good job, Serenity.
Yeah, good job.
Good job. Thanks, Paladin. I mean, you know how it is. You've got the same problem, and you're doing it awesome too. Oh yeah, and Twitch. We still stream. Like, we won't cancel the stream just because we're busy. We'll just try to fit something we're doing into the stream. If all my stuff was NDA, that'd be a little tough, but maybe I'd still stream just for like an hour. Like today we might only stream for an hour or 2. Probably 2 hours. But it's one of those things where, you know, you figure out what you can do and what you can combine. You know, because we still want to spend time with you. We're not going to say, oh, we're too busy for you. You know, we treat this like a job too. No rest for the wicked. It's true. I like the tough pressure makes diamonds thing too. Pressure makes diamonds. So whenever you think you're under a lot of pressure, You're gonna come out great, I guess? Or really expensive? I don't know.
I was gonna say, yeah, but diamonds are like really easy to find. Like, not easy to find, but there's like a giant surplus of diamonds, and there's a company that controls them all. But that's getting away from.
That's digressing.
That's digressing.
100,000,000%.
But I'm being the troll that comes in. Actually. There's actually a lot of diamonds, and the only reason they're so expensive is.
And the diamond game is actually like super rigged, apparently. So,
that's what I'm talking about. There's like one company that controls all diamonds.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Which would be great.
To have a movie about it? That exists.
I think that's why.
Yes, that's my favorite one, Paladin. That is my favorite one. Wasn't that Churchill? Maybe?
What? No rest for the wicked?
No, when you're going through hell, keep going.
Oh.
You've heard me say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good one.
There's a country song about that.
Wasn't
When you're going through hell,
no,
don't look back,
no.
for the devil even knows you're there.
Wasn't Blood Diamond about that though? With Leo?
Yeah, bro. It's all about the blood diamond, bro.
Is that from that? I've only seen parts of it.
He kept saying, bro. Okay, bro. He didn't do a very good accent.
Leo?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know.
From what I remember, it sounded weird, really weird, but who knows? Oh man, I read currently jogging 50 plus hours.
Oh yeah,
I was like,
that's
whoa!
what I read too. Oh no!
Shit, that's why you typed.
Oh no!
Debate class. Whoa, Spongy, what are you in? What?
You're in school? Hey, being busy makes you happy, really.
Yeah.
You know, idle hands are the devil's playground, yeah? Yeah? No, Spongy, that's great. You are kicking ass. I should take boxing.
Yeah?
Sniggle said, I don't care what I think you do anymore.
Country.
Oh, you teach debate. Oh, you should tell me how to argue well.
Wow.
Wow.
What the hell?
Spongy, that's phenomenal.
That's insane. What the hell? Alright, well,
College kids.
Don't ever let me get into an argument with you.
Yeah.
Because I already suck. Really, my argument powers are... I told you so. No, but you are. And then I just repeat everything that you're saying.
He does. It's maddening.
It's actually a really good tactic if you just want to...
That's how Trump argues.
Yeah, if you just want to aggravate...
I don't want to go there, but...
The key is aggravate them, and then it gets them off the rocker, and then you hit them back with the knowledge.
Is that how you get me? No way.
Yeah.
You use that on me?
No. You're far too intelligent for that.
Yeah,
but if you get this, if you get somebody who's dumb enough, but smart but dumb enough.
I see.
You get so ridiculous. I think when I'm losing an argument, I keep going.
Mean.
I get mean.
Yeah.
You know. And then at one point, I've realized that I can't win, so I just stop talking. I'm like, what? All right, cool. No, you win. I secede really quickly, actually. I say, all right, you win, I lose.
Depends on who you're arguing with.
Yeah.
Every argument is dependent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you might be good at arguing with one person, but not another person, and it might depend on the argument.
Oh, Serenity, yeah. I could see that.
Also, internet arguments are the worst thing in the world because no one wins.
Nobody.
No one wins, so it's better just to not do it. Here's a pro tip for you kids. If you're gonna argue on the internet, how about don't? Because there's no winner there. I'd rather just block people than keep arguing on the internet.
You can't change people's minds with fists.
It's true, so just walk away.
Bruce Lee.
Oh, Serenity. It's true, Spongy. And people get lit too easily, I think. I think that's the other thing. That's just America, though. They're too defensive. America gets offended easily, and they're too defensive.
There's nobody on the internet to hold you back, you know? There's not like your best friend isn't with you when you're on the internet to like hold you like, yo, calm down. You're saying some dumb shit.
I've never had a friend except for you hold me back before.
Hold me back?
You know what? Fine, yes. And I was like, you're right, I am, thank you. Wow, Snaggle. And I was. And that's how that ended. Does anybody have any questions on today's prompt or any other ones? Feel free to ask. That's why we're here for these. Remember later next week, we won't be here to help, so hopefully you've looked ahead in the prompts and you've, figured out if you're going to have trouble or not, and you can ask ahead of time. Hi, Fire Seal! What is all of this? Oh my god. Where was I? Where I got a different one of those. ASIN. Yeah. But how was it different? I forgot about that. It was a what's all this, but he had said it differently. To the point it threw me off again. Because that always throws me off, but...
Why would it look better, yeah?
I could see what Yen's talking about if something goes into the next, but I mean, if you can post them saying, okay, this is days 4, 5, and 6, and all the days are there, just don't combine days. That's the only thing we don't want. Like, I was very tempted last night to post the continuation of this one because it ends right here. And I was like, oh, but I need to show the next one. Nope, they gotta wait till the next day. Think of it like it's a cliffhanger.
Yeah, it's a cliffhanger. Wait for part 2.
You're getting people invested. I had one story that I was doing on Instagram every day 3-4 years ago, somewhere in there, and people got so invested they ended up crying at the end of it. And I was very confused, but apparently it affected them, and they were like, when's the next one gonna come? And people end up liking what you're doing if you're doing it consistently and frequently. It's pretty good. Hi, bees. How you doing?
Bees.
Oh, it's an episode. Back in my day, you had to wait a whole week for the next episode. It's true. It's episodic. Or you're just reading a novel slowly. Question for day 13 to 14. Mending materials lost and listless. Can these days, how do I say, belong together? Like 14 is a direct flow-up to 13. Continuing the situation, are they separate from? You should be trying to fit together each of these, consecutively, as much as possible. Each day should be going into the next day. That's the whole point of this challenge. So if you don't combine the days, but make sure that you've got things and elements that carry over to the next one. So, example, yeah, this was for the tiny test, right? She comes up against a snail, and then she puts a hat on it to hide it, basically putting newspaper over spilt milk, if you will. And then she has it there, and she's looking at it, and this is where that day ended. Okay, so this was tiny test, and that's how she handled it. The next day is confusing loot after that. So what is her confusing loot? She ends up putting on the hat with the snail in it unknowingly, because he was up in there and she couldn't see it, so she put it on and took it away. So basically, this is the confusing loot, which you can have it interpreted however you want, as long as you have an entry for every day. And as your story progresses, it's good to work in elements earlier if you can, that appear later or become useful later. But yeah, we're okay with you taking a day and making a lot of images off one day. We don't want you to take a lot of days and make one image off those days. Okay, I had someone messaging me that. I'm like, no, that's cheating. Like, you're taking a bunch of days and making them into one image? No. Plus, how are you doing that appropriately? Like, I don't even understand. But, yeah, the mending materials in Lost and Listless. So what we were thinking was that the Magic Mentor could potentially mend your materials for you if you choose to have that. If not, you could have something like the Magic Mentor, which is day 12, telling them where to go, you know, and before they set out, they mend their materials from the second obstacle. You can really do whatever you want with these as long as they kind of fit together, you know. And then Lost and Listless, that's becoming part of your story should have some dips in it. So Lost and Listless is their first touch with hopelessness, where they don't really know what they're doing or where they're going or why. But later on, Distracted and Delayed is a big one. That's usually the point in the story. If you guys have seen like Labyrinth, right? The Distracted and Delayed in Labyrinth is when Sarah bites the peach, and then she's taken to the fake room of hers by the crazy junk lady, and she forgets her mind, and she's, you know, so that could be a character getting drugged, or a character, if your story goes this way, they could be getting seduced by something, you know. It could be just they're distracted from the quest somehow. Maybe they're hungry and they see a buffet and they just run for it, right? It could be anything to take them away from their current objective. But Lost and Listless is kind of the first jump with that. They feel a little bit of, what am I even doing? Why am I doing this? What good is it? Am I even doing it right? That sort of thing. Alright, Serenity. Why, Fire Seal? How was your day, Bees? Well, Laura, as long as you're, you know, I highly suggest going through them and marking them. Like, if you have to do it with a, you know, like I've got day 4 written in huge letters right here next to this one, right? So, I mean, if you gotta do that, do that. The best thing you can do is probably be well organized with this. Because by the end, you're gonna have 30 drawings at least. And, like, for a couple of us, we've got maybe 6 drawings per day. So, like, organization is key. Fixed your car and your motorbike. Cool!
Nice.
What kind of bike you got, Bees? Which do you ride more often? Oh, you sent it? Oh! Oh, I wonder when I'm gonna get it. How long does it usually take for something from where he is to get here?
Probably a week.
Did I give you the P.O. box? I think I gave you the P.O. box. I usually give people the P.O. box because if we're not here, it won't get stolen. The P.O. box is a lot safer. Yes, Fire Seal, do that. I like the little critter hitching a ride. It's basically what I did with the snail. Suzuki Bandit. Oh, cool.
The Suzuki Bandit.
Awesome, Bees. I'm so excited. Are you okay if I show it on the stream and stuff when I get it?
Oh, what do we think about the 24-hour comic challenge?
Who said that? Oh, we've done it.
We've done it. I've done it.
I've done it
1,
twice.
2, 3.
Actually,
I've done it 4 or 5 times.
I've got mine from last year right here, actually. So every page, I had previously thumbnailed these all out too, and I can even show you the thumbnails. But this is 25 pages of penciled comic, basically. So, I mean, it's got all this. So I did one of these an hour for 24 hours, basically. But I ended up with 25. But still. So if I ever want to go back and start inking this, it's already done. You know, after you've penciled it and thought of the story and all that stuff, you've got the fun part left, which is just rendering and having fun with it, basically, because you've thought of all the hard stuff. And that's what we're trying to get you to do here. So basically, we did a 24-hour comic book day. I mean, that's like taking this entire month and putting it into 24 hours, right? So this is kind of easy for us. in terms of easy, still managing, but we highly suggest everybody try it.
Mm-hmm.
At least if you want to go into storytelling, or I don't know, I think it's even a good illustration challenge, really.
If anything, it's cool. Like if you can get somebody to go with you, like another artist friend or whatever, it's a good idea to go with a buddy.
Buddy system.
Yeah, but also even if you don't have any art friends there, like if you can, I don't even know if you explained that you can go places. No. So you can. Some comic book shops actually set up like all-day events where they keep the comic shop open.
And they feed you, some of them.
Yeah, some of them will feed you. Sometimes you got to pay for it. But either way, they usually whoever's running it is pretty, like smart about like the fact that you're gonna need help while you're there. So they usually
They have water.
Yeah, they have at least coffee and water usually. But also they they'll at least have somebody to help you. Like, hey, I'm gonna go for food run. Does anybody want me to go buy some stuff? If you give me money, whatever. That's the one that I went to where they had that. It was just some guy that was helping you get stuff so that you wouldn't have to leave.
That's so nice.
But all the other ones been to were will feed you. The first ones I had to pay for. It was like $20 or something. Everyone pitched in $20, and
you got catering.
Yeah. Basically. But then the last two that me and Ashley have been to, the guy's like a lawyer, and he has a comic shop, so he
spoils you.
Yeah, he spoils us.
It's great. He's in LaGrange in Illinois, and that one's called Chimera's Comics. He's fantastic. But really, if you guys ever get to do one of those drawing challenges that's like a 24-hour thing, do it. It's great. It's really good to put yourself in a hard place sometimes. You learn things about yourself. And if you do them over a couple years, you find out how much you're growing old.
Yeah.
Like, even in the difference of what we did 2 years ago and then last year.
I think so, yeah.
Between 2 years, like, I was not able to stay up as easily. Going from 30, I think, to 32.
Honestly, though, like, I feel like we did a way better job.
The first time?
No, the second time. Because I remember the first time I was dying. I couldn't handle it.
Well, the first time we were flirting.
That's you. But, but yeah, I think, also, like, every time that I've ever done it, I don't get enough sleep. I'm an idiot, and I don't.
Well, you got more sleep than I did the last time.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have my earplugs.
Which is really, really dumb.
Thank you.
You only have one comic shop in Brazil? That can't be right. There's only one, or maybe in Rio de Janeiro, there's only one comic shop?
Laura, as long as you end up with at least 30 drawings and you've attempted every prompt, you'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
You should be okay. My problem is I had to double check. Oh, hi, John.
Hey, John.
I had to double check with a couple people. I'm not like being the Gestapo with this, but I am going through all the posts, all 890 whatever of them, and at least I'm doing it every day. But I'm going through and I'm kind of checking up to make sure everybody's on point. You're doing the thing you're supposed to do, whatever. So someone's I didn't really understand, and I was like, is this for this day? And they were like, yeah, it's like this. I was like, okay. So they were kind of extrapolating the idea a little bit far, but it still counted. So I'm being fair about it. It's just I want to make sure, it works, I guess. Is this country?
You're a little loopy today. Oh, pen pals.
It's okay, guys. We know you got the flu. Sorry about that.
Every time John the Studio comes in here, I'm like, I miss John the Studio.
Aw.
And then I'm like, yo, is TwitchCon happening at all?
Oh, gosh, it might just be the lighting, too, because I kind of always do my makeup the same way. So it's probably lower romanticized lighting. So
I thought you got a new thing.
No, I didn't use that. That wasn't eye stuff. That was face stuff.
Hello, Bodhi.
Hi, Bodhi. Yo, Bodhi and John the Studio and Jar of Bees, you guys gotta be friends. If you guys haven't checked out each other's stuff, seriously, You guys need to mingle.
Yeah, John, I haven't seen anything about that either. I emailed some dude like who works, who's taking care of that stuff, and they said they would like. I'm like on a mailing list for it now, so I don't know. I imagine partners get like a legit email like, "Hey, we're gonna have this thing. Y'all should probably come since you're partners, and we only have so many of
But
y'all."
Fire Seal, I want to see the cute little slime guys on the back of the ham. Can you just throw one on for me? Maybe there's multiple loot taking. Oh, Galvin said most comics I see being sold are on street stands.
Wow, that's awesome.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean that's how they used to do it back in the day. I mean, like in
John's right. Maybe it will be just a Twitter post.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can
That
see
makes
that.
sense.
Yeah, Fire Seal, yeah.
But yeah, I guess like 20 years ago they used to they used to sell comics in newsstands and stuff.
So now it goes this one, this one, this one, this one. Yeah. And then that one.
What have you been up to, Mr. Studio?
2, 3, 4.
I haven't seen you in forever. Or Jamie. How's Jamie doing?
Yeah, how is Jamie?
Y'all must be busy as hell. Or is the weather? I mean, well, it's always warm out there, right?
John the Studio. Oh, quick memo for everybody. For anyone that's in our Discord, if you ever have a problem with us personally or anything we say, please feel free to message us about it. We'd rather have that than some kind of public outpouring, okay? It's better to fight in private, let's say, or at least discuss. Usually there's miscommunication, especially on the internet. So if anything happens where there's some sort of altercation, and someone says something, someone else says something else, that just seems like it could be related, but, you know, maybe somebody read it wrong, or someone else had said something weird, and then you interpreted it wrong. Like, that happens. It's okay. But it's better to actually talk about it, you know, and to private message, especially if you're the one that they're talking to, and then not bring in your friend to fight them, sort of deal.
I think
Don't
also
do
that what we're gonna do as moderators and as proprietors and owners of this thing is we're gonna shut anything down as
Immediately.
quickly as possible, and
Yeah.
we will ask questions later. This is
Yeah. Ban first, ask
yeah.
questions later.
This is
So
not America.
if we ever block you, ban you, whatever, and you feel it was absolutely ill-intended or whatever, or miscommunicated, feel free to message us and we'll talk it out. We are more than happy to talk about it. It's when knives start being thrown, we're just like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Right? So we just want to say that come to us, okay? We'd rather have that.
I mean, like
That's the adult thing to
yeah.
do.
And if we do something out of, you know, like if we didn't, you know, if we do something wrong, then we're gonna fess up to it. We're not gonna be like, oh well, whatever. I'm Gabe and I am infallible.
Yeah,
we
know
you know.
when we screw up,
Yeah.
but we won't know until we've actually talked about it, you know. Because there's also language barriers and stuff, and I've been very guilty of that in the past, where I thought someone was challenging me or fighting with me, and really it was just a language barrier, and that was my bad, and I fessed up to that more than a few times, and I've learned since then to not do that until I've learned, you know, a little bit better. But I feel like that's just like a Twitch learning curve too, you know, and just the internet in general. But
also, I think in best interest of just being professional and adult, we're not gonna like start like saying like, oh well, it was John Schman and he was being total d-bag, you know, like we're not gonna start like naming names because that's
what
just
we learned is
inappropriate.
that especially being older, with a fight, when someone comes in and they're fighting with you about how you're fighting and not about the original argument, that's not a fight someone can win. Does that make sense? Like, if you come in and you're like, well, they meant this by this and blah 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 blah, that's not going to help anything. because that's not about the original thing. That's about you defending so and so about how they fought, and then we're just fighting about how we fight, and then
That's why politics suck.
it's no one wins. So we'd rather just not do that. Feel free to message us. That's all. Emojis, and there's less misunderstanding. That's not a bad thing at all. That's a good idea.
Oh
actually.
yeah. Oh, I'm mega excited for that Carol's Ring, man. I halvesies wish I had. No, I'm gonna say I'm full blown wish I could have been part of that thing, but maybe in the future or something. I
don't even know what it is.
It's like a collab comic thing between.
Anthology?
Yeah, with like Alka Michael and John and a bunch of other dope people. Oh yeah, you guys went to Vietnam. I forgot.
How was that?
Yeah.
I mean, I remember seeing Insta stories about it. Did you have fun?
You're nervous? You'll do fine. You gotta cut your teeth sometime.
I hate that phrase so much.
Cut your teeth?
Yeah. It's so visceral. Like, every time you say it, I feel it. It's like the scene from American History X, the curb stomp.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I hear that sound when you say cut your teeth.
Which is really weird because nothing was really shown even.
No, it was the sound.
Yeah. It's
And
just
showing his teeth go on the curb.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all you needed.
That's very good, like, cinematography. Because there's another thing where in Scarface,
Yeah.
they had a scene where they cut into some dude's like head
Mm-hmm.
with like a chainsaw, and like the film association or whatever were trying to get like an X rating on it for that scene, and they were complaining that it's like,
You mean NC-17?
no, like XXX, like, because it was that bad, because this is like
But X is
late
not for
70s.
sex.
No, I know, but it's like also for something really vulgar.
Oh.
And they were like, no, a chainsaw goes into a man's head. We saw it. They're like, no, watch it again. And it's not. It's just like you see like this much, like from like here below, and you just see the guy's head going. And
So
like,
they thought it was
blood.
real?
Yeah, and they like after they left the movie, they thought it was like they had seen it because it's so like the way that they made it.
Visceral.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
But I suppose if we watch that now, it's not.
I mean, even when I saw it, I was like, fuck. Because it's just, like, in my head, I remember it going into the dude's head. Because you see the blood go down, like, like his forehead.
Yeah.
So you can envision the area where it enters.
Gabe,
and
you
then
might want to watch for trigger shit. You don't want anyone to freak out.
Hey, my dad was killed by a chainsaw.
I mean, just even, like, graphic
Yeah.
nature. That sort of stuff.
Oh, yeah, dude. You never know when you need a vacation until you do it.
Oh, yeah, totally. You earned it,
Oh,
John.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
earned it.
Mad tension in that scene. And
And
then
Sniggle agrees.
Yeah.
Cut your teeth is painful.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds painful. Because you imagine cutting teeth and how not easy that is, you know?
And I think that's why it's, like when you first do something, like it's painful.
Mm-hmm.
This stream needs more violence. I think we get violent enough. They're called rants. More wizards too. Yeah, where's Kitchen Wizard? Is she cooking up something? Violent wizards.
I consider Gabe a wizard.
I've never seen like has there ever been just like a gory wizard like I don't give a just tearing people in half?
I'm sure.
Hazel needs a flamethrower.
I'll draw it. Give me how much? Give me 500 bits and I'll do it.
Cutting teeth. That'd be really good.
Teeths. I want to know where that like age-old icon of a beehive came from, where it's like ribbed, because beehives don't look like that.
It's probably upside down. They probably knock one down and then it's just like sitting on the ground.
But they're not even ribbed like that.
But they sort of have that look.
Not 5.
Necromancers? Yeah, I guess they're probably crazy like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoops. I just realized.
No, I guess you're right. Yeah, Voldemort was pretty hood.
I've been drawing wasp nests instead
Oh.
of, yeah, the
What
ones
is-
with the swirly, like
Yeah.
in the. Oh, was that in Grigor? Oh no. Oh. Oh no. Did I do that? He's planting flowers for wasps then. Oh no, it is. This is a wasp nest. It pays to do research, you guys.
Well, I feel like the only person that's gonna know is an entomologist or a very smart little kid like this dumb ass troll.
Well, and everyone here now knows.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little Easter egg for you, huh? Damn. So he's sitting below a wasp nest, like planting flowers, thinking they're bees. That actually makes it so much better. Apparently, this is a beehive. Like in nature, this is what a beehive looks like.
What the fuck?
Right?
Dude, bees. I guess I've never seen that before in my life.
I've never seen a beehive like made from just bees solely and
Yeah.
not intervened with humans.
Weird.
Isn't that nuts?
Huh?
So that's apparently where it came from.
They've got to be covered with shit, like, and that's why we can't see them.
Yeah, maybe.
Weird.
I don't know. I'm all confused.
Skep.
Thank you for the bits, Bodhi.
Oh, 450 pound.
A 1 minute
Fix
battle
your
segment.
car.
What?
Our car's falling apart.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh my god, within a week it's starting to just go.
It's like aggressive cancer.
No, 500 bits is just $5. I hope that's not confusing.
It's like 500. You want 500 pound for what?
No. 500 bits should only be about $5.
Yeesh. 1300. Jesus.
Kest when I mean scab. I already forgot what that is. Sniggle, damn it.
We've been discussing getting a new car.
I hate cars too, John. Oh my god.
Yeah, but then we were thinking about leasing a car.
No, I'm not
But
gonna do that.
I don't think
actually.
so.
No.
No.
You told me no.
No, I know.
And then I told me no.
No, I'm saying it was.
Now you're saying yes?
No. I was just saying we were thinking about it,
Oh.
and then I did some research, and it's like, that's not for us. Definitely not.
No, it wouldn't work. So then I think they hang. This is tough. Man, bees are so cryptic, dude. Like, for real. I've done so much research on bees lately, and not jar bees, but just bees. And they've got some stuff about them that it's just no one really knows. Oh, that's right, that thing. I
Oh.
love that thing. God,
So
every
weird.
time I see that, I'm like, I love it. Yeah, I think you're right. I think maybe the old thing that looks like this is probably based off those. Bees are smart. It's true. Did you guys see that viral video that was going around of this old lady that like befriended a bee that couldn't fly and like it became her pet and it was super like trained after a while and it was adorable, but then it like died in her hands. Oh my god. Lost my shit.
I was looking at the Juke. Nissan Juke.
I don't want a Nissan.
You don't want a Nissan?
No. I'm okay with that one Jeep.
Jeeps are
I'm a
too
Chevy
much.
girl. Okay?
Oh,
I've
yeah.
had nothing but Chevys. I love Chevys. But and they last a damn long
You just
time.
want an American car, right?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Paladin. Let's see. He didn't have a flamethrower though. Didn't he have a Tommy gun? Well, now you guys gotta decide if you want a flamethrower or a Tommy gun. I mean, come on.
No, it wasn't a Tommy gun either.
What was
It
it?
was just a big ass gun with a grenade launcher. It was like an AK-47 with a grenade launcher on it.
I remember it being a minigun or a Tommy gun because it had the round.
No, it was just a
rotating
grenade
thing.
launcher.
Oh, it is, isn't
Yeah.
it?
It
Okay.
was just a big ass BFG.
A big fucking gun. Yep, I had a Chevy Caprice. That was a 91 Chevy Caprice. It was pretty good. And it was like a boat. I felt like I was driving a boat. But then I had a Chevy Malibu. And that's the one I have right now.
I should have just
Whoa,
asked.
Paladin!
I should have just asked Paladin.
Yeah, we forgot about your background.
Yeah. With a 203 grenade launcher. Thump.
Yeah, right. So they're connected?
I think you can detach them if you want. Like you can.
You want me to draw my beloved bear?
Yeah, I remember M16s were all the rage back in the 80s.
With a gun?
All the kids wanted M16s.
What?
And then now you got AK-47s. Pretty soon they're gonna have the goddamn atom bomb.
No, everything lately has been AR-19s actually.
ARs.
Yeah, AR-19s.
Yeah, that's the new one. That's this.
The good American has an assault rifle in their closet.
The I think 90s was all about AKs. Yeah, cause Tupac had that chain with an AK on it.
We're in the forest talking about guns.
And then there's the Kalashnikov, which is like an AK.
Yeah, see, Fire Seal saying why I said AR-15s. What
Yeah.
did I say? I said AR-15.
No, you said AR.
Yeah.
Now it's AR.
Yeah.
Like now all the kids want the ARs. Which basically just looks like an M16, doesn't it?
My ex-husband's dad, or rather stepdad, always had a loaded bow and arrow. I'm not kidding, he did.
Like a
He was a bow hunter.
crossbow or bow and arrow?
It was a bow and arrow.
Oh.
Like, he was a legit hunter. Which always made me uncomfortable, but... I don't know.
Oh, is a Kalashnikov just an AK? Is that why they call it that?
Just an AK.
Or is it just a German or a Russian-made AK?
When you get a drawing challenge from anyone, you guys, you do it. Okay? You want to get good? Get good like this. Oh, and he's holding it. He's holding it weird. So this is one of those things where if I draw it, it's going to look weird.
Mm-hmm.
Because of how he's holding it. I only know a few guns, and the guns I do know are from Goldeneye. The time here is 4:55 p.m. DJ.
Oh, I see, Paladin. Cool. Now I won't sound like an idiot when I'm talking to people about guns.
I mean, you'll sound like an idiot anyway.
Not that I know anything about guns. It is
I
5
already told
o'clock.
them.
What?
I already told them.
Oh.
I need a good shot of this gun. He said it was a M16 with a 203 grenade launcher.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Bodhi. Bodhi, are you in Amsterdam?
Oh yeah, did you move?
That's what your Instagram says.
I'm guessing you did because we haven't seen you for a while. And all of a sudden, you're here.
Also, this is fucking adorable, by the way. I love your...
What?
I'm gonna assume that is a tail, and not a little goblin nub.
Oh, he's starting to do it. Yeah! You're the most explicit comic right now. Keep it going, keep it going.
Actually, you know what, Bodhi? That comic would actually probably look super good on this printer thing that I just found. That I
do a lithograph comic.
Yeah.
Where every page is carved.
That's sick.
No one's done it.
I'm sure they have.
I don't think so.
They probably lost their mind.
Oh my god, that's what his style looks like though. It would totally work.
Bodhi, check out that thing. It prints on receipt paper, but
oh god, this
like
again.
because you're doing manga tone, it would like come out really dope, especially if it just kept going. Oh yeah, risograph. Do risograph.
Is that what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
What the hell am I talking about?
No, you lithograph, yeah.
Yeah.
But that would be painstaking to like carve out.
Should I make the gun
Okay.
a chibi version of the gun so it's cute, or should I make it realistic? I could make it cute. Maybe I'll make it cute. So it's like, this is a cute M16. Look how adorable it is. Welcome to America. This is Winnie the Pooh in style. Don't fuck with Winnie the Pooh. Speaking of Winnie the Pooh, you guys see that trailer for that one with Ewan McGregor? Where he's like old Christopher Robin? Probably gonna cry my ass off. I don't know. I wanted to see Finding Neverland, but that didn't look good to me.
John, I've never done Rizzo, but I don't even know where to get Rizzo done. I mean, I think if I went to Chicago, I know a few people that have done it, but I think I doubt they have anything like that in Wisconsin. But I don't know if I went into Chicago and I wanted to get it done, whoever's running the shop that has a Rizzo machine would probably be more than happy to show you how to use it. Give it a bayonet.
Honey isn't as sweet as murder. I want to write that in the background. I've got to think of a bear pun. I've got barely enough patience for you or some crap. Oh, she's gonna be pissed. I'm giving her buck teeth too, and I don't know why. It is not a bear trait.
Give me the loot, give me the loot.
Honey isn't as sweet as murder.
Oh, they're hard to find, yeah. It's nice though that they're like sort of coming into style. But I imagine in a few years they'll just be.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I thought you were talking about MR16s or whatever.
The Rizzograph is a printer
Or
that prints in
M16s.
the Rizzograph prints in like specific colors.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
the one you were talking about for zines.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, it's pretty neat
What is it actually for?
for printing in different colors.
But for why?
I don't know. Like
Like,
people to make copies, I guess, with different colors. But
why?
you know, I don't know.
There seems to be no real practical application. It's all like super niche.
Yeah.
Barely
imagine-
enough patience, but plenty of bullets. Sniggle, you're too good at this. Who taught you? Who's your sensei?
I should read or watch the stream. What stream? What do you mean, DJ? Yeah, it was an 80s thing. Probably. Yeah, I think the machines are old, so it's probably before they had like legit color printers, or legit color printers were like mega expensive and you had to be like a Fortune 500 company to have one. And so they probably just
Man,
they're like, hey, now you can print in color, sort of.
I really don't know how to draw hands holding guns right now.
Serenity, Paladin requested Hazel using it.
I already put the bayonet on. Unless this is a new thing.
Fire Seal's like, don't worry about it, Serenity.
Yeah, that's right. You went to walk the dog and you come back to this.
Mm-hmm.
I was promised $5. Paladin, you best own up to this.
There are many others like this one, but this one is mine.
This is canon now. She gets tired of the bees and their bullshit. I don't know.
I see. So you can get super opaque colors printed on paper for cheap.
Oh.
Instead of
see?
having to like...
That's the logic I wanted. Thank you.
So it's not like offset printing or... Well, I guess still it's got to be like a specific thing. Like, I want a really bright orange, because I mean, you can't really do like CMYK on it, right?
I want Kip to be in drag.
Bodhi pitched
Like, I want you to draw Kip in drag. Oh. And no, I won't ask that. Maybe on your... Wait, you don't stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Yeah. It's really weird being freelance now. I don't know if I like Friday anymore.
Oh, so we're not streaming anymore?
Well, I don't know.
I might just stream video games like all goddamn day.
Yeah, so Gabe's deadline is tomorrow, so he's got to finish 5 pages today. So tomorrow, he's gonna probably have a mental day. A really mental day.
Bye, DJ.
Bye, Deej. Beekeeper to be slayer.
Slayer. Burner. 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 What do you say? Oh wait, no, that's Pantera. You don't like Pantera?
No, I didn't
Walk
say that.
away, boy.
I didn't say that.
Burner. Burner.
I said your lack of knowing what you're singing is like.
What do you say?
Why don't you know your metal?
Because I didn't grow up on it. I actually.
Serenity. As long as everyone has fun, it's fine. It's fine. Would anyone like some lemonade or some Rice Krispie squares? Huh? With their M16 and M23 grenade launcher? No? Yes? Maybe?
Bodhi, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad that you're safe, dude. I'm assuming you're. I didn't know if I didn't catch to see if you were out in Amsterdam, but good luck, dude.
Is he leaving?
Yeah.
Oh,
Have a
night,
good night,
Bodhi.
man.
This summer, honey ain't as sweet. Can I say moita? No, that's too hard. As murder. Thanks, Snaggle. Look at you guys and your cleverness.
Go to bed or fall asleep.
Who's here? Grandma? No, what are we talking about? Who's supposed to go to bed?
Bodhi.
Oh yeah, go. Totsiens. Some.
Tots.
I don't know, that's what he said.
I like tots.
I love tots.
Tater tots are delicious.
This is why we're together.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like tots? I like tots. Let's hang out. Let's date. This is how dating happens. Ask them if they like tater tots. Yes? Go for it.
Alternate Hazel universe. Alternate universe Hazel confirmed.
Stay loose, y'all. Be able to draw a bear with a M16 or whatever on the fly. Is murder. I forgot the trim on her coat. Alright. I won't forget. There you go. Did you get to see it?
Mm.
I'll count it as my warm-up.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll do a story of it.
Maybe you should.
Yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't actually.
It's funny.
I know, but it's
America, you ruin everything. I can't post my bear going postal because of America's temperature. I'm gonna say that.
I could just see like something happening like in the next like few hours.
Pollinate this. Oh,
Yeah.
damn it. Hold on. Oh, I should have done it over here. Speaking of Michael Bay, did you guys see the trailer for fucking Bumblebee's movie? I don't know why it was necessary.
Michael Bay needs money.
Does he need money or does he want money?
He wants that money.
There you go. Pollinate this. Guns aren't funny, but bears with guns are.
Guns don't kill people. Bears with guns kill people.
guys should do the same thing. Give Gabe 500 bits to draw Kip as some way. I wanted him in drag, but I can't offer Gabe anything. Oh my god! Oh my god! Do you guys know what moon bears is? Oh my god. Hold on. Moon bears. I'm going to share a link now. You'll think I'm crazy. Moon bears. I can't believe I have an applicable situation for this video. We got there. We got there. I'm so proud right now. This is absolutely topical, and I'm not even throwing it at someone's face. Oh. Enjoy. Okay.
God damn. I remember that video.
Whitest kids?
No, I don't know. Some
Huh?
monkey that shoots an AK after like some soldiers give it to him.
Whoa.
Planet of the Apes, y'all.
I welcome our new monkey overlords. I'll fall in love with the monkey to prove I'm on its side. I don't want to die. Ugh. Did they turn the safety off for him, or did he do that? Wow, that's very graphic, but I know exactly what you're talking about, Cass. I get it. I'm sure some of the men felt it. Could work. What's wrong with it? Is it lagging or something? Well, that's their fault. They deserve to die. By monkey. Death by monkey. I think someone's grilling or something. Do you smell that?
Sort of.
Yeah, something. I don't know if that's Twitch or your connection though, Cass. Or your computer, actually. Are you using that old computer? I honestly don't know what else to draw on that one right now, so I'm gonna put it aside. Draw on. Is anyone else having Twitch problems? As you can see, bears everywhere. The one we just linked, Serenity. Whitest kids you know. I'm surprised Germany gets whitest kids you know. That's crazy. As you can see, bears everywhere. Oh. Hey, J-Crod.
J-Crod.
Oh, the clip says it at the top left. It says whitest kids you know. It's listed there on the link. The segment was called Moon Bears. Solid comedy. They have some really gross skits, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one about the manatee, and I like manatees, but then they took it too far. There's one about a manatee where they thought it was a mermaid.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the name of the show. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's technically supposed to be like, you remember the show Kids in the Hall? It's that sort of thing. Oh, great. That'd be great. You can't be white Gandalf, though. Mm-mm. I'd go against your name, literally. But if you're a paladin, you need a sword or a mace or something. Shut up, Sniggle. You suck. So, Snake, you don't work tonight, right? What are you gonna do with all that copious free time? Do we play board games? Unfortunately, not as much as we'd like to. I think we'd play a lot more if we had the time to, but I know it's like, time? Ashley, Gabe, you always complain about time. Well, yeah. I mean, we complain we don't have time for anything because we're doing stuff. So, if we had more time, we'd love to play board games. I used to like card games a lot more, though. Like, I liked Munchkin and Magic and all that kind of junk. But you usually need more than 2 people, and, well, we never have that. And then, having time. So, both those are kind of against us.
Mm-hmm. I drew a comic based on a board game, but that's about as far as I took it.
That's true. Oh.
Hmm.
I just saw mine. Where did that come? I think they're in the other room, maybe? Here's a weird fact that might be on the test. I bought swords when I was 13 off eBay. I was 13 and I bought them. This one's a dagger though. But it's lasted over 20 years. So this is pretty dope. And the sheath is still like serious leather. It's really well made. In the sword version, well, it's still really good quality. However, the blade is really banged up because I actually played with it. My boyfriend at the time and we would, he used a staff and I used the sword. And, yeah, we'd play in the yard. And his mom cared but didn't. And didn't ever stop us, so I don't know. This is what I got. I haven't bought any since, though. I did buy a really nice staff once. That's at my dad's. I don't know if I'm ever getting that back. But it was really nice. I've got a couple swords. That's how I killed her for... my first boyfriend actually ended up being a geologist. Which, he's very smart. But I don't know, I actually don't think he ended up being interested in anyone when he got older. He might be asexual, which is fine. It's just funny because, you know, I don't know. I was 13 though, so I don't know. Anyway, Viking sword. I I actually don't know, Serenity. Since I was 13, I don't remember what the description said. I just know it said, you know, real steel and wood and metal and all that stuff. I was like, yeah. I got them both for like $40 at the time, which was super shady even then, but like now, I don't know. They're fun though, and they're great for obviously like props. I use them a lot for pet commissions. Yeah, they feel legit, and honestly, I've played with them enough to know that they just didn't, you know, the sides are a little dinged, which makes me think that the metal's like serious. Hey, D-pad. Oh, Paladin, you should go back to doing it. Blacksmith marks. But if a blacksmith was good, wouldn't you not see his marks?
Boom.
Ooh. There is a stamp on it of someone's, like, name or something. I did see that, if that's what you mean. Like a calling card or a signature. Yeah, they are pretty heavy. I mean, that one's just a plain longsword. It's not even like a broadsword or a claymore or anything, so it's still kind of heavy. Yeah, it's not loose. No. The guard is actually pretty good. The hilt on it has stayed legitimate. And like I said, I was 13 waving this around and hitting stuff, so yeah, that's not loose at all. But though it does say Pakistan.
Hey.
What?
People make things.
Pakistan's legit. So that's the blade. I mean, it's pretty legit. Okay. Obviously, the blade's not sharp anymore, but I am too, Sniggle. I can prove that I was legit early on.
It's definitely not straight.
Well, that's because I banged it on trees.
No, I mean just the way it was designed. It's like
Oh, it's not like level.
Yeah, it looks like somebody banged it out. But just because it's like a, you know, like I feel a machine-made thing wouldn't waver like this, maybe. I mean, unless it was a really shittily cut machine.
I still think I probably did that. Like, we played with these a lot.
Yeah.
We watched a lot of Xena. You know how many times I've seen Xena completely? Yeah. I'm that guy. I like how simple it is, though. I don't like ornate swords or anything like that. The fact that this is so simple, this is how I draw swords. I just like it. Yeah,
Actually,
Xena helped me get violent. Here, put it
Yeah,
back.
it does look machine-made.
It's okay. It's
But
still
it's okay,
cool.
it is cool.
I mean, maybe that's why it was $40.
Yeah.
I would assume if someone made it, it would not have been $40.
$40,
I mean, good lord.
I think also, you could still really fuck somebody up with that if you
Oh yeah, I always
Drove
kept
it.
it next to my bed.
drove it into their, like...
I'm not kidding.
Yeah,
You could
good
kill
swing,
someone easy
yeah.
with that.
It'll definitely go into their neck. It won't probably cut it off,
It was really sharp when I first got it,
Oh, yeah.
but now it's dull as shit. Either way,
Mhm.
it's me. I could kill someone. You can kill someone with dental floss, all right?
Wow.
Ooh.
Cost a small fortune.
I was gonna say, Paladin, that doesn't sound cheap at all. Yeah. I could see that. Honestly, at this point, a decorative sword would probably do a better job than mine. It's probably sharper than mine are, but... Yeah, Serenity, put them in the Discord. That'd be awesome. I'd love to see your swords. Now, how am I going to make these bees look different than the other bees? Than the other bee? Do I not give them antennae? Antennae?
Maybe make them slimmer.
Slim bees?
Like maybe...
Waspices?
No, I mean, they're just slimmer. Just in general. You know?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
pills.
Alright.
But yours is just like a little fatty.
He's
like
such a fatty.
he loves to eat.
y'all can kill someone with dental floss. Hey, prove me wrong. Well, I tried to kill someone with dental floss and I couldn't do it. Cloverkin was wrong. $250. How much is $250 in American dollars? Is there an easy way to just kind of convert in your head?
More.
Can I just double it?
No.
Damn
It's
it.
probably an extra like $50. I think the pound is like 75 cents.
Yeah, Serenity, were you also the one that put up all those archery photos? Was that you or maybe that was Spongy? I think it was you though, Serenity, yeah? All the archery shots, because someone was telling me I was doing something wrong on a pet commission. It was very helpful. I thought that was you.
Yeah, it's like 75 cents to the dollar.
So I could just double it.
No. Hell no.
What?
No, that's 75% of the dollar.
Oh,
Literally,
it's
like,
less.
yeah. So $250.
Wait a minute. Why did we end up spending more then?
What?
In England.
No. What?
Wait, ours is 75 to the
No,
to
no,
their
no,
pound?
no. There's a 75 to a dollar. So it's 75 cents for
I
every
was
dollar.
thinking of euros.
Yeah, no.
Euros are more expensive.
On occasion, they bounce between.
Well, when we were over there, we spent a
was.
lot of money in what?
Well, it's because we kept looking at if I bought a $60 pen,
Yeah.
it was really like 70 something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's more expensive over there.
In pound?
No,
Honestly,
in American.
honestly, it also doesn't matter because it's all relative.
Like I'm saying, you can take the pound, or if he says 250,
Uh-huh.
can't I double that and that's how much in American?
No, that would be 50. That would be like 150% of. So
I'm just looking for an easy
250
way to convert.
pound.
That's all. Sniggle, if you ever wear a fedora, that's it.
It's $335.
So I could just. Oh, God, that's
Yeah.
gonna be a sliding scale.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought, Serenity. Awesome. It's not a neckbeard thing, no. Sniggle, you could. If I were on a date with you and you pulled out some medieval knowledge, I'd think that's cool. But that's me. You'd have to find a girl that's into that. Otherwise, some chicks might be like, okay, this guy's gonna kill me. You gotta find him. Find your demographic. See, how do you guys figure that out so easily?
Well, I just Googled it. They probably Googled it too.
How do you do it without Googling? Like, what's the easy way to figure it out? This is how I draw it too. I figure out the easiest way to draw it.
Well, you'd have to know the.
Like, can I do not real math and still figure it out?
Not really.
Damn it.
You'd have to like guesstimate, basically.
What makes you use guesstimate as opposed to estimate?
You'd have to guess.
But isn't an estimate a guess?
An estimate is an educated guess. This is just a guess.
I don't know. I always thought that word was funny. I don't think that's a real word.
I don't think it
I
is
don't think
either.
it is.
But it's 75%.
Do people say that's a guesstimation? No. No. Ah, I don't know. I get
It's
hung
like
up on things.
It's like you're not actually estimating. It's just a quick thing.
I'm like, give them furrowed brows because they're all business. They're business bees.
Oh Christ, Pellet. What?
Ah!
You're a true soldier. Why don't you tell that to the queen?
Did you end it in part ways by going milady?
Milady.
Did you? Oh God. Everybody, hail Paladin right now. That's something else. My losing of virginity was lame compared to that.
Mhm.
Like, so lame. You're a hero. Oh, I still got you beat there. Then again, like I said, I wasn't cool enough to be going places yet. Jeez. Paladin, have you always lived in Europe? You're still friends with her.
Oh,
Hey!
shit.
I'm still friends with like all of my exes for the most part, unless they don't have internet stuff. I have probably 3 exes that don't use the internet anymore. There's one specifically that I was telling Gabe the other day. I scared him off the internet. He blocked me on everything. He just doesn't do anything. He doesn't want me to find him. I've talked to his friends before, and they're like, I don't know what he's afraid of, Ash. Like, you're not gonna do anything. I'm like, I know. I don't even look him up, but he's afraid. Like, he thinks that that's my time. No. Oh, that's awesome, though. Have you been to America? I guess, how many of you overseas people have ever been to America? I'm curious. We never asked this.
Mm-hmm.
Why haven't we ever asked this? We're
Jerks.
We are jerks. We're the jerkiest jerks. What did I do to him? I didn't do nothing. All my guy friends, I don't know, man. I don't know. They're all precious babes.
They're all busters.
It's true. Also known as a buster. He's kind of a wuss. I don't know. I actually have dated mostly pussy men. Like, they're just really, like, mama's boys. I don't know. Gabe's probably been the first one that's actually hard, like, in terms of his mentality. He's not a soft boy, but he is a soft boy, which is weird. That's so weird.
It was probably because I'm an adult.
Yes. Yeah. All the guys I dated were boys. They were basically boys. Been to Canada and America for 5 minutes. Oh no. Yeah, everybody wants to get out of here. You're right, Snake. Oh, Serenity.
Mm.
Oh, Galvin.
Yeah.
Gabe has bad info.
I'm not going to Brazil anymore because apparently there are strikes, and a lot of the not a lot, but some of the sponsors that were sponsoring the event that I was invited to pulled out, so they're like losing money, so they had to like cancel different people.
Is Jim Beaver still going?
Oh, I'm sure he's like one of the big ones. I doubt that they would do that, but that's all right.
So Gabe might go to San Diego instead.
Maybe.
It's the same weekend. You should, just to go
That's
see.
$400.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got 2 cons to make $400 for that.
Mm-hmm.
You can do that.
Well, I gotta get the ticket soon. That's the only problem. That's the
Well,
dumb thing.
actually, I'd hit up Richard real quick and make sure
That
he
I
didn't
can-
replace you.
yeah.
Yeah. Do that right now.
Hmm.
I always wear the pants, but this time I'm sharing the pants with Gabe somewhat. No, I still wear the pants. Yeah. I'm the financial person, which I've never been. I don't know if I should be, but I think maybe I'm more qualified. I have a bank account. That's the difference. It does suck, but I think at the same time Gabe was a little scared, and so was I.
Mhm.
Because he'd be going alone, and that's scary. You know, buddy system is true.
It's harder when you're going overseas, because at least in America, I know I there's things that I know I can do in America, and there's people in California, like I even have family in California that I could get to. Maybe it'd take like a day to walk there, but I could definitely find them.
So I know you weren't listening. Do you think I wear the pants, or do you think you wear the pants?
I think you do.
Why?
Well, because you manage all the finances and you call the shots.
Okay. I like that Sniggle says, I'm wearing the pants, but you're also wearing the pants, but I'm wearing my own pants while we're wearing the pants. I got double the pants. It's true. I'm wearing 16 hats, too. I love it. I love it. Has anybody seen Deadpool 2 yet? No spoilers, just say yes or no, and is it good? Because we did that thing on PlayStation right now where You can buy both of them basically for $20. You don't get the second one yet, but you get the first one right away, and then when the second one releases, then you get that one too. But it's basically like $20 off if you had bought them separate. Oh, really, J-Crod? You're hardcore. Where's been your favorite place? You've been everywhere. Where's your favorite? It's great? Okay. So is it compared to the first one pretty well? Like if I like the first one, will I like that one? What's wrong?
It probably won't come out till August. Like the digital copy?
Oh, did you ask?
Yeah. I mean, I don't expect them to respond immediately, but we'll see.
For those of you doing JourneyJune, are you still having fun? Are you okay with posting your work in progress sketches now? Like, is it easier? Let us know how you're feeling about it. Also, you might catch me making the faces that I'm drawing once in a while. Like I know I was just doing the one that Hazel had. It's getting more difficult, really. I thought it was going to get easier. Why is it more difficult, Serenity? What's harder? Oh, cool, D-pad. Good. Glad to hear it. It's going to be fun then. Because Gabe and I don't usually get to movie theaters anymore, so we've kind of just conceded that, you know, unless it's something we're gearing up for over time, which is very rare. Like, the next movie I could see myself planning way in advance for is probably How to Train Your Dragon 3, which, by the way, that trailer's out today. And it looks adorable. And if you're one of those people that's mad that the lady dragon is white and has blue eyes and doesn't look like him, give it a break. It's a kid's movie. So many people are freaking out about it, that it is a white dragon that's got blue eyes. She has different powers, though, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is different. She might even be a different species of Night Fury, you know? But people are already jumping on it and being like, well, why can't it be a boy dragon? Or why can't it be another black dragon with green eyes? Because that's how it'd be in nature, like, for real. It's a kid's movie, man!
Absolutely not. Like, have you guys seen ducks?
Ducks are different.
Like,
I
the
mean,
mallard
for the most
does not
part,
look like a male mallard?
They would have to make her look really damn ugly, because all females
Oh, yeah.
in nature aren't as prettily made up as the males. Like peacocks? Have you seen a lady peacock? That's not what you're thinking in your head, I'm telling you. It's funnier than the first one? Oh man, I'm looking forward to that then. The story finally started to get a roll, and now things are getting more intense. Okay, so Serenity, I don't want to scare you, but around the 20s, somewhere in there, maybe even a little before that, you're going to probably hit a hopeless point. And that's going to be your real trial as the artist. Okay, you'll have to get over that hump, because usually it's about 3/4 through a project. You either lose steam on it, or you lose faith in it, or you get mad at it. Something usually happens where it makes you not want to push through to the end, but you have to. Okay? You have to. So I'm telling you right away, you're probably going to hit that point. And if you do, don't get discouraged. Do your best to just draw it and be done with it, you know? Oh wow, Paladin. Are you guys not fans of digital copies?
Oh, Light Fury. That's awesome.
She's called a Light Fury?
That's what he's.
That's even better!
Mm-hmm.
Oh Oh my god, I love that.
Mhm.
Then what's their baby gonna be? See, and that's the other
Shitty
thing.
gray.
People, I mean, I support pride and queer culture 100%, right? I'm totally, I'm for it. Like, I don't even know why I even have to say that, because that seems like the default you should be. But, like, saying that she should, like, why have her be a girl? It should be a guy. Well, maybe because he's the last one, and this makes sense for the story. Like, if they found a colony of 1 billion Night Furies, sure, Toothless could be gay. I don't care. But for this, it feels like they need to procreate. So you need something that'll procreate, right?
Also, they're animals.
Yeah. it's
Like
different.
they don't have. They're not human. They don't have like a.
Hey, some animals are gay.
No, I know, but you know
I've
what I mean.
seen
Like,
videos.
like
I knew a dog that was a guy dog that humped another guy dog.
they just do that. They like to hunt.
I don't know. This one was getting really into it.
They will find a way.
Oh, you will, Serenity. No worries. No worries. Paladin! How are you gonna punish him? No, but I actually unfriended someone on Facebook because they went off about that. And I was like, are you kidding me? You know, when you're doing that and you're pressing an agenda where it just doesn't fit, or it's like, why, you know, you're going too far. And I had to unfriend her because she was also kind of crazy. I just don't like extreme people, man. People who are too extreme, it's a bad thing. Bad thing. Be logical. See? Galvin had a lesbian dog. There you go. Yeah, but Paladin, did you ground him or something?
I think I would have been more like.
He stole his password.
No, I know, but I would have been more like, okay, good one, all right, that was good. For ingenuity, I would.
Applaud him?
Well, I wouldn't applaud them, but it would cancel out the
anger?
No, the punishment. So like, all right, you were very smart and ingenuitive to figure out my password.
Ingenuitive?
Or whatever.
Okay,
Like
too.
you figured it out. You did the thing. That took a lot of like a lot. On the other hand, you did something bad, right? If it had just been like, oh, you did something bad, then kids are gonna get the smack
It's
down.
Hi, Nova. It's okay, don't worry about it. We'll be streaming basically every day up until probably next Monday or Tuesday, and then we're going to be off for a week at a convention. So we might do some Insta Live stories on Journey Through June, that account. But otherwise, yeah, get it in now. If you need help going through stuff, you want buddies to draw with, we're here for you. It's good to see you, Nova. How you doing? You admired his spirit. Oh, you and Gabe are too soft. Damn.
I mean, I still would have been like, all right.
That movie's not appropriate for him,
Oh,
Paladin.
yeah, that too.
Is too young.
But also, I probably wouldn't have let them see it. I would have been like, all right, well, cool then.
Oh, thanks for buying me this movie, son.
Yeah, I'm gonna go watch it. You can go to bed.
Yeah, that's probably what we would have done, honestly. Oh, I wanted this movie. Thanks, man. You really think you're your old man, huh? I think that'd work. So he sees all the bees, he's like, oh, my brothers, oh. And then he's gonna rush out of the bag. She's gonna be like, wait. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying though. I feel like Deadpool had some sexually graphic things in it. It had a whole montage sex scene. Lasted like 5 minutes. I mean, unless you're talking like super sexually graphic. Because as I've learned through your British office, that you guys can say and do a lot of different things.
That's true. I guess it's not as
yeah.
bad. Yeah.
You guys probably are more accustomed to that.
See you later, Galvin.
Bye, Galvin.
Hope she finds a new girlfriend.
Yeah. Good luck dating your dog to other ladies. Oh, Rick and Morty and stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's fine for kids. I'm fine with that. But yeah, sexually graphic stuff too early can really mess you up. You're barbarians there. I think the amount of like nudity and stuff you guys show is fine. Like, I kind of wish we would do that here and not freak out. I think America's too religious overall. It bothers me. Alright, D-Pad, get some food.
Yeah, dude. Alright, so San Diego's no go.
Why?
He got somebody else to go.
Well, you gotta stay with me, I guess. Poor you. Did you say who we got?
Oh, you got Boo. Which is, like much better. That and they're flying him out for free, so. Yeah.
That could have been you.
No. Comixology's flying him out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a better situation.
Yeah.
Bummer though.
Yeah. But he's in UK, so it's even.
Oh.
Yeah, it's even better for him to.
Oh yeah. Paladin, are you working on anything today? Any commissions or anything?
Actually, now that I think about it, maybe in July I could do. I think by July I can start getting my sketchbook together.
Maybe that is better. Maybe just have a chunk of time.
Mm-hmm. Then maybe I can launch at the end of July or something. For a Kickstarter. A little one.
The key to Kickstarter is doing little ones.
Mm-hmm. Until you're big time. There was somebody was asking me for advice this morning on their friend's Kickstarter, and they're putting together a comic. Like they already launched the Kickstarter, and they didn't do any hype or anything around it. Nice, you got a commission. I think one of these days I'm gonna get
Finish your story.
commission from Paladin. But anyways.
I hate that you do that. Don't look at... Okay, so what
Don't
I had to
look at the
learn,
screen.
real quick, what I had to learn, for anyone, Paladin, you too, if you're the type to get taken away from things easily, don't look at your chat while you're explaining something. You will get derailed immediately. So anyway, don't do it, Gabe.
Mhm.
Continue your story. Kickstarter your friend.
Yeah, so his Kickstarter, this guy's Kickstarter, they launched it without doing any hype, so excuse me. So they just launched it, no hype, so nobody even knew that it was being launched. Which some people call it a soft launch.
You can't do that with a Kickstarter.
You can't do that with Kickstarter.
You can do that with software and games.
I would say do a soft launch and to the people that you know, like that, like not even you just tell the people that you know. You tell them, yo, I'm gonna launch at 5 p.m. on Monday. Please back me immediately. If you're gonna back me, back me immediately. But they didn't even do any marketing for it. And then they have one picture, which is the title thing, and it's a it's supposed to be like a photographic comic. So like they, instead of drawing the thing out, they like take photos in different poses and stuff.
Weird.
Which I've seen before. It's like a specific style of comic. But
I've never even heard of that.
I think they call it Fugazi.
Like the band?
I don't know. Maybe not Fugazi.
Fugazi's a band.
It's yeah, you're right. But no, there is it's like an Italian style of doing comics. So.
Oh, that's okay though, Paladin. At first, they are gonna be people you know.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So, they didn't have. They had one picture of the cast, and then they don't say how many pages this book is going to be. They don't say how big it's going to be. They don't say if it's going to be in color or not.
So they don't even have a mock-up of the book either?
They didn't have a mock-up. They didn't have a mock-up of what it looks like. So
everything was wrong.
Everything. Their rewards, it was like, you get a poster for $15. It's like, nobody wants a poster for $15. Like, I can get free posters at the movie theater,
Mm-hmm.
especially for a property that nobody knows anything about. Like, if you're a first-time Kickstarter person, or you just have like a new thing that you're getting out, if nobody knows who you are, you're not gonna make any money. Especially if you're not showing off what it is that you're getting. And then to get a book was like $35. Which
sounds
is
like a guess.
Yeah.
They didn't even actually think of it.
Yeah, so it's like the only person that's gonna be paying $35 for a comic is if it's a hardcover, and it's like
collectors.
No, it had to be like over like 50 pages at the very least, and that's if you're somebody popular. But if you're gonna be paying hardcover for a comic, it's got to be over like 100 pages, because you look at like normal comic book companies right now put out a full-blown comic, like 4-issue graphic novel, which is like
so
like 100 pages.
Your competition, you're not keeping up with.
What do you mean?
Like, if Marvel's your competition, you have to be able to price your stuff that's competitive.
Yeah. And I mean, even Marvel books come out to be like, they sell them for like $20-$25. And so that's why like Image sells like volume 1s of their trades for like $10, which usually have like 4 to 5 issues in them, which is like 100 to like 125 pages per book, which is a really good marketing strategy, because like it gets you hooked in. Like, who doesn't want to pay $10 when most comics cost anywhere between $3 to $5 for one issue. But yeah, they didn't do any. It seems like they didn't do any research on how to actually do a Kickstarter. There's no video, and I mean, I guess you don't really need a video for a Kickstarter, but
it helps.
It helps a lot.
But usually in your video, you showcase the things that you've taken pictures of that they haven't.
Exactly.
So, what, you just told them all that?
I told them all that, yeah. Well, I told him all that, and he relayed it.
Do I know this person?
No. And he's not part of it. He's just, that's one of his friends that was putting together the Kickstarter.
Is he like, I can't tell him, can you tell him?
I think he told him some of the stuff, but he's like, yeah, I'm just, asking other people to, for any feedback on it.
Right.
I guess he also asked Trevor. I didn't see what Trevor said, but I'm sure he said half of the crap that I said.
I thought most of that stuff was obvious.
Yeah. And it's like, it felt like they hadn't even looked at somebody else's Kickstarter,
I found that to be a thing. When something gets hot, and like people that aren't really hip to the internet and stuff get wind of it, they're like, let's just do that, and then they don't. Like, that's what happened with the company I work for. They noticed something got hot, and then they just try to replicate that thing they remember seeing instead of doing further research on it. And it's like, hey, Paladin, yeah.
Honestly, Paladin, one of the smart things that I read about to get, like followers and viewers on your Twitch is to, if you have family members that, like aren't doing anything during the day, or even if they're the type of people that leave their computer on like all day.
This is a little mischievous, though.
It is.
It's shady.
It is, but it certainly gets your viewer count up, at least in the beginning, so that you can get affiliate as soon as possible.
That's true.
Because the more people that are watching you, the higher you are on the list of watchers, of people streaming. But having your friends and your coworkers and your family just leave on, leave a window open with your channel on it. That way, if they're like not home or whatever, but they left their computer on and you stream, it automatically turns on. That way you've always got a bunch of viewers in your window.
I thought though they did something to prevent that.
I don't know.
Because I think it has to do with, like, you have to refresh or something I remember reading where they're trying to get rid of that because it's cheating.
It is.
Yeah, so I thought I remember something about that. Yeah, Sniggle Payday. You know what I like? Direct deposits. You just go into your bank account and you're like, whoa, I've got $500 extra dollars? Yes. That's great. Oh, good, Paladin. I gotta put you on
great.
my host list. I feel
Yeah.
dumb. No, my bee. Also, another thing to remember, if you have to draw a lot of something, don't draw at all. You could, in post on Photoshop or something, bring stuff in there to, actually just copy paste it. This is a good use of copy paste. Just maybe mask in where you want all the things to be. And that's not a joke, but it works. And, you'll have at least a guideline of where to put them and all that. So right now I don't even want to draw on all these bees, especially because I don't have to. So I'm just going to draw on a couple, and then the rest I'll put in later. Work smarter, not harder. And you're not less of an artist because you don't draw them all. What I've done in the past is drawn maybe 5 different poses of something that I know is going to be in a crowd or something like that, so they're all different. But I change their sizes, I flip them, I do all that stuff in Photoshop. But if you do like 7, and let's say you can flip them 4 ways each, it's 7 times 4, so what, that's 28? So that's 28 different bees right there, and then if you size them, then that probably doubles that, big, medium, small. So you get a lot of variation out of that. Every day, Paladin, wow.
Don't get burned out, though.
You can get burned out pretty easily. Unless you're really chatty and super extroverted. You might be okay. No, of course we don't mind. We should add you to our host list. I would like to catch one of your streams, though, so I can grade you. Out of love and somewhat obligation as your teacher. But do you have any questions right now based upon the fact you've already streamed a couple times? Is anything going wrong? Do you have any questions about anything like that? Now I gotta remember where it is. Is it in the dashboard? Is it in the settings? Lord, Lord, Lord.
I usually whenever like if you're streaming, then I usually or like if somebody's streaming, then I will go on my thing and do the auto host thing, the host thing, and then it asks, would you like to auto host this person?
Oh, I'm just gonna physically add him so I don't forget. Oh, Paladin, I forgot to give you your... I didn't give you your icon yet, did I? I need to get you that and your... shoot. Your banner. I forgot about that. Explode on you? What? Why? What happened? Like,
Too
they
hot.
literally combusted?
It's too hot.
Yeah, you might need some, like, eco-friendly light bulbs, bro. D-pad, were you there when they exploded? Did you get to see that? Yeah, it's actually funny when a lot of things go wrong during a Twitch stream. You basically just have to shrug it off, let it happen. You can't do anything about it. Or what was more fun was when we lived at Vaughn House with 7 people total in the house. We were fine if anyone came down or if there were funny noises or anything, just because it made the stream more fun. So sometimes it's good to welcome the chaos, because it can actually make it more exciting. How long was it, Paladin? Was it like 8 hours? Gabe, you're still gonna have to look over these and tell me if I'm breaking the 180 rule, because I'm not good at that. Hmm. Pop 2 light bulbs. Damn. Maybe it's your lamp's fault. Maybe you need a better lamp.
Maybe sounds like there's a shortage in the electronic the
That'd be
electronic
a good,
part.
like, rap album name.
Electronic, yeah.
Yeah, if he's like a stoner techno DJ guy.
That, or sometimes if you've got too many things plugged into one area,
You have
then
a surge strap?
yeah. Got a surge strap or something. Oh my god.
You lost 2 light bulbs in an hour? What?
Sounds bad, yeah.
Oh, dude. You might want to see if it is your actual lamp.
Hmm.
Oh, man. I am expecting UPS today.
Me too. I think, actually.
What'd you buy?
Oh, my prints.
Oh! Oh, I hope my books come. I'm expecting books, you guys. I got put in a new pin order, too. Yeah, it sounds like they're cheap bulbs. Speaking of...
Yeah.
Wow, that was weird. I talk about UPS and they're here. Yeah, that's crazy. Paladin, that's not normal. That's really weird. This scene is very sad. Sometimes when I'm kind of rapid fire pumping out a lot of these stories like this, I get really emotional. I did that on the 24-hour comic book day one too. Like, I almost cried at one point. I'm not trying to give myself too much credit or anything like that, but like it's sad. Like, I'm emoting. Like, the bee came into the beehive and here's Hazel outside. And she's like, okay, well, I'll see you later, I guess. So this is the puzzle. Peculiar puzzle, so I wanted her to have to find him among other bees. So I might actually have to get rid of that, but anyway. Your June Kovacs. Hey, Red. Welcome. Oh, wow, Paladin, that's a lot. Oh, Gabe actually went outside to help the UPS man. Isn't he a nice guy? What's up, Crane? Did you get the goodbye forever thing from Arrested Development? Because we've been watching the new season and they say that all the time. And I was like, oh my god, Crane. Is the bottom one your prints?
Yep.
I've never seen a cat print box that big. How many did you get?
A lot, I guess.
How much worth?
Like $100 from there.
Jesus, Gabe.
Because I got prints of all my things. Or 4 of them, rather.
You've never seen Arrested Development? Oh my god. They say goodbye forever, like, all the time now. And I told Gabe yesterday, I was like, oh my god, this must be where Crane got it. Like, type in Arrested Development goodbye forever. I bet you'll see a little, like, compilation. I'm only opening this on stream because I want to show you guys this neato tool that I realized I needed after, so I draw a lot of squares, right? A lot of squares. And not only just for that fact, but if you end up framing anything, you're gonna need to know bounds and stuff, right? Of things. So I bought this tool that, if you guys remember cropping tools back in the day, some of you don't, I'm sure, but it's one of these. So I can make big rectangles if I want to. If I screw them in, I can make little rectangles if I want to. I can make triangles. It's really helpful. So if I wanted to redraw these a certain size that isn't a post-it note, I could just do that with this. And like I said, back in the day they used to be cropping tools, but this is going to be really helpful. So I can also do, like, I don't have to actually make a template thing really anymore, or I can do it really quickly, you know? So if I want it this big, this thing's dope. It's fucking dope. I love it. Time to take him to court. Good luck with that one. Don't take Ron Howard to court. He's a precious baby. He's one of the best directors ever.
It's too bad you can't do legit triangles, but that's alright.
It's not a triangle tool. Get yourself a triangle tool.
That's pretty damn cool.
Right? I love it. Yeah, it's super helpful. Because the other night I was like, well, I don't want to keep having to cut paper and stuff. I want to just be able to size something myself. So it's got screws. So then when you slide it around and you find where you want, you just tighten the screw. And then it's good. It's called a multi-tool angle. or an angle multi. It's not multi-angle tool, but it's like it's got all those words in it. But they used to be called croppers, right? Like a cropping tool. And we used to use them when I was the editor of the yearbook. Way back in 03 and 04. I'm a little old now. But we had tools to do that. That we'd have to actually like have a photo. We'd take the cropping tool, we'd adjust it to the photo, take a grease pencil, and actually, you know, draw out what we wanted to scan and copy. And then we would. And wow, that was a process. So anyway, since then, I had wanted another one of those tools, you know, for doing this sort of stuff, so got one. Thanks, Amazon! Cheating, get bent. Cheating is not always, like, that's not cheating. That's just working smarter instead of harder. That's the whole thing with drawing all these bees. I'm not gonna draw all these bees. Fuck that. I'm gonna bring them into Photoshop and copy them all, because you're not gonna know the difference. It's not gonna affect my experience too much. Like, if I needed to draw all those bees, I could, but I'm saving time, which is important. How you been today, Craig? Okay, what next? I want her to kind of give up, but at the same time I want her to go after him. I'm not sure. No, this requires thinking. Because for the puzzle, I wanted her to have to figure out who he was out of the bunch. And by doing that, she was going to throw down the petals because she knows he likes to eat them. But he just went into the beehive to check it out. And I don't know if I want her to go up to the beehive and maybe get like pushed away or something. And maybe she persists. Actually, maybe that'd be a good story arc bit. That for the first time, this would be the first time in the story she would actually fight for what she wants. Maybe that's good.
Oh, Red, you getting some June Copics? If I had known that you were gonna do them, or that you needed some, I would have let you know in advance. Cause your boy got the hookup. Actually, for any of you guys who hadn't heard, I'm gonna be doing. I'm one of the Copic artists for the month, and I'm gonna be streaming my piece that I'm doing for Copic on the 26th.
Did you write that down?
Shut.
Oh, that's your hair appointment.
Shut.
Wait, what time though?
Wait.
That's at 12.
No, I didn't say 26. No, because that's not my day. Why would I say that?
I don't know. That's what she said though.
The 20th. So I want to look real scrappy. My hair. So the 20th of June.
The nice thing about Twitch is you can make things look better even when they're not terrible.
On the 20th, I'm going to be working on this piece. Right. It's like this band of heroes. Like this robot, this legendary robot dude, and a wizard, and a paladin lady.
What are they fighting?
And this troll lady, or dwarf lady. And they're fighting like lava monsters.
Oh. Is there a lava monster in the foreground?
Yeah, it's right here.
Okay.
And there's another one right here. But they're like trying to get this chest, right? And yeah. And she's all like, "You will step up to me?" And this one's like, "Oh no, oh no." Someone be doing that. That should be a lot of fun. So I don't want to say that the stream might be lit, but it might be lit.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. I don't know how.
I don't know how Copic people translate over to Twitch.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see.
So better to have no expectations and be surprised than to have too many expectations and be disappointed.
But
Life
so
advice.
yeah. So basically, what they're doing is they're gonna pimp my stream that I'm gonna be streaming.
Oh, Scuba, thank you for the host.
Oh, Scuba.
It looks like you're not here, but that's okay.
Conquer Reloaded.
Conquer's
remember
bad
that.
for a day.
Yeah. What? Why?
Explain yourself.
Oh, you have to fight a giant poo monster? Cute.
Poo monster?
Yeah.
Oh lord. I have to watch the space between Hazel's head and her shoulders so she doesn't look like a linebacker. It's a little too easy to accidentally do.
Yeah, it's sounds like a weird game. Chat is quiet tonight. It was kind of lit earlier.
Yeah, it was actually. I don't know what happened.
Chat me up tonight.
I think we might have just got everybody maybe just slipped in a work mode. Oh, Serenity, you need to go to sleep, homie.
Yeah, get some sleep.
No, Serenity deserves sleep, Crane. She's gotta sleep. It's late for her. I don't know why I pictured Hazel being in the sea of bees. It's BC. But I like it. Do we live near Racine?
I guess, sorta.
No.
Yeah. I mean, we're close enough.
Isn't Racine in Illinois?
No, it's in Wisconsin, I think.
I
Thought.
it was
Let's see.
Illinois.
Yeah, I guess.
It's in Illinois?
No, it's in Wisconsin.
Oh. Where is it compared to here?
It's below Milwaukee. So we're like 2 hours away from it.
So it's close to Illinois.
Yeah, it's between Chicago and Milwaukee.
So sort of, J-Crod.
Yeah. It's before Kenosha. So it's like Milwaukee, Racine, Kenosha.
Oh yeah, I remember signs. Actually, on our way back. So Gabe's actually from Illinois, and I'm actually from Minnesota. And what's funny is we kind of met in the middle. So
Mhm.
here we are in Wisconsin, which neither of us expected to live in Wisconsin, but shit happens, and that's why we're here. But yeah, it's kind of funny. Our whole story is just nuts. So. Oh, Crane, you're on a whole different level, though. Oh, good job. Serenity, you're way ahead.
Mhm.
If you wanted to even take a day off, you could. Though, if you're on a roll, don't stop. Don't stop, because sometimes it's harder to get back into the story if you leave it. What are we streaming tomorrow? I don't know if we are streaming tomorrow. Usually we have Fridays off. So it's more like, would you rather us stream tomorrow or stream Monday? Do you guys like the later streams, or do you want us to do one that would start in 3 hours, or do you want us to do one that would start 2 hours ago? Which one would you rather have?
I feel like if we're gonna stream tomorrow, it'll be me streaming me playing games.
Yeah, Gabe might be gaming tomorrow. You still gotta do JourneyJune tomorrow, though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good job, Serenity.
Nice.
Hey, I'm proud of you.
Hour 4 p.m. is better for you?
Yeah, I just don't know what we're gonna do. Because next week's gonna be a little dicey. It really depends on how this weekend goes, because like we've said before, we get bulk of our work done on the weekend, which is really weird. I think that's because... No, that's really weird. So Saturday and Sunday we'll be streaming, but not probably tomorrow, but I don't know. I mean, if we do stream, it'll be Gabe streaming games. But... Hi, Owen. Hi, Lychee.
Oh, and Lychee.
Oh, you guys are coming in right now. Oh, did you, J-Crod? From Chicago to Milwaukee, that's about 2 hours. And then to the Twin Cities. Milwaukee to the Twin Cities, like 5 hours. What, was it a business trip? That's crazy. Owen, how have you been?
Yeah, dude.
Also, what's your Instagram name again? I keep confusing you, I think, with someone else on Instagram. But I'm not sure, because I think it is you. But I don't know. Alright, so Hazel's standing here all embarrassed around all this sea of bees. Oh, that's cool, J-Crod. It's fun you get to travel though, right? Do you like it? It's kind of like they're grazing. They're all busy bees. They're all doing their thing. Oh, I know. I could have them leave the hive because they don't have any flowers in there. You probably thought there'd be flowers. Oh. No, it was well of Ewan. This one person is doing this story about a bunny, and I actually thought it was you, but I don't think it is. Because you're not doing JourneyJune, right, Owen? What? D-pad, that's so weird. Twitch just told me you followed me. That's really weird. Pretty sure you did a while ago. That's a younger man's game. Yeah, I'm honestly seeing what you mean. Yeah, for some reason, Owen, I thought this was you. Wella Venorin. I think it was the E name that threw me. My bad. Apologies. Yeah, Sniggle, your drive was not good. Then again, you weren't in the best mental state to be driving that either. Just saying. You're tired. Should not have driven that, probably. Surprised you didn't let Soggy drive. This is probably a good situation where I could have a couple B-butts. Actually, maybe my bee should be the only bee that has a bee butt.
Oh, Soggy doesn't have a license?
Oh, that makes sense. I think he told us that once, actually.
That explains the whole car sitch.
Oh, so that would have taken him a really long time.
Mm-hmm. Because then he has to, like...
Yeah, he'd have to wait.
He has to take a test.
Oh my god, I feel dumb.
Mm-hmm.
We should have remembered that. I feel bad. Hopefully he doesn't think that we remembered that, because then we just look like assholes.
That explains
Everything.
so much, yeah.
Everything. I feel stupid. There you go. She looks so uncomfortable. It's like, I'm just standing here. Bottom left. Hi guys, you just doing your thing, huh? We haven't, no. He doesn't really come to the stream very much. We're a bit worried, but we don't want to tell him we're worried, you know. We love him, but we don't want to overstep our boundaries, because we also don't want to seem like we're trying to tell him how to live, that sort of thing. We want to be here if he needs us, but I don't know if he'll come to us if he needs us. So the last 2 to 3 days, it wasn't giving me alerts when you streamed and you weren't, so I unfollowed him. That's weird, D-Pad. Did you turn on the notifications thing too? Yeah, Sniggle, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I feel bad, because we thought you guys would be able to switch off. We didn't realize that. In that case, I would have... Oh, yeah, Cass went with her mom. Damn. Next time, y'all gotta drive together. Soggy gotta have his license, then the 3 of you guys can switch off. That's ideally how I saw it in my head, but I get it now. It's okay to check if someone is okay. I know. Sometimes, though, some people get offended. Like, yeah, I'm okay. Why? Do I not look okay? Or stuff like that. It's like, damn it, I just care about you. I'm sorry. B-Devil Belzebubs. Lightcha, I miss you. Oh, Cass has been talking to him? Good. He just needs some space. Oh, okay. Crane's turning into new Soggy. Everyone yell at Crane. Just kidding. Goodbye forever. That is the weirdest thing. Maybe that's just starting to become a thing. Maybe it's not even Arrested Development related. Aw, Sniggle. That was your longest drive ever, was that? That's crazy. Ours is probably, or I can't speak for Gabe, actually. I think he's done a really long one. I think mine is probably about 15 hours. What about you? Yours was like 20, right?
36.
36?
I mean, I didn't stay up the entire time, but
No.
I definitely, I drove from,
Crane, I can't. She's VIP, man. She's got authority, seniority.
I drove from Santa Barbara to Chicago.
Oh, Wade. Thank you, Wade. That's weird, D-Pad. That might actually be a Twitch thing then. It might be unrelated to you. Serenity, I'm glad you noticed that it's, you know, we try to care. And we notice when the majority of people are gone. However, when we get to a point where we might have a lot of people, we probably won't be able to catch up, you know, or stay in the know as much. How are you, Wade?
Wade, hello. Wade, are you going to Gen Con? Did that thing happen? Is that a thing that's gonna happen now?
Is that canon? Wow, from Philly to New Orleans. Damn. Crane Pop Quiz. Who is Stream Mom and Stream Dad of the Cloverkin stream? Burn this motherfucker to the ground. No! You can't burn my stream down. We don't got no water. Let that motherfucker burn. Okay, so she left off in a sea of bees. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened, Serenity. It's weird because we do get different demographics depending on the day. So our early stream, we usually get more of our overseas people, which we did this on purpose. And then on our later streams, we usually get more local people.
I mean, it's gonna fluctuate, like, regardless. People are just gonna leave. They find different things to entertain themselves with.
It's true.
It's like watching a TV show, like, you're not always gonna be loyal to it. Maybe sometimes it just gets stale. Maybe we got stale. Maybe we got too angry.
I know Gabe's brother stopped watching because I was too heated for him.
Hey, Buggles. What's up?
Hi, Buggles. Sorry, that position has been filled. Do I want her to grab the thing? So, she goes up to the beehive. And a bunch rush out. Oh, maybe I should leave that one. No. Okay. So, sorry, thinking before drawing. This should actually be a close-up. I'm gonna have Hazel get a little mean.
Crane, you gotta cast heal on Sniggle, actually. Or just cast revive and that'll kill him.
Don't kill anybody.
Did you just assume my life force? Oh no, here we go.
Ignorance. Prepare to be disciplined. That sounds so anime though. Did you just assume my life force? Ignorance! Bribing Ash to ban you guys. Oh, honey, you can't bribe me to ban nobody. I'm telling you. Try it. Oh man, see? Where's Soggy? He's gotta come in and put a bunch of swearing in the chat. When she gets huffy, she must... She being Hazel, not Cass. Why, Ayada? It's like when Grandma gets mad. Think of Hazel like a grandma. I mean, she has a grandma name after all. Gabe, you might want to write a post-it for New York for the contract thing. I don't want you to forget.
Oh, I won't. It's in my inbox.
Yeah, but you haven't done it yet.
Yeah, I know, but I'm looking at it like every day.
Okay. Remember that one con that one of us signed up for and the other one didn't?
No.
I don't want that again. And then you got approved, and I think I didn't because I never actually signed up. I don't want that to happen again. What do you want for dinner?
I'm gonna have chili.
Oh, okay. Do we have more than that?
I don't know.
Wait, we got corn dogs.
Yeah,
Hey.
maybe.
Oh, wait, Gabe.
Actually, I might have a hot
Pizza.
dog. Real pizza?
Real pizza.
Okay.
Today's our day off.
I'm down.
Have you drawn any fucking cool shit recently? Yeah, she did. You saw it, I think.
She's also sick, guys. Leave her alone.
No, lychee.
Oh.
It's true.
Statement
Everything
still
lychee does is
stands.
amazing. You don't need to dinner. It's 9:30 a.m. Buggles, where are you again? You're in,
Earth? Earthland?
No. Oh,
Hey, what do we have? What did we just get? We got Porco Rosso?
We got that, Mary and the Witch's Flower, which is not a good movie, but sometimes I buy movies that I just like the, graphics to. It wasn't a good movie, but I really liked just how it looked. Because it's ex-Ghibli people. And then we bought Blade Runner 2049. Dinner is every time of day. Owen's right. So is breakfast. Everything is everything. You can quote me on that. Oh, yeah. Goss, you might need just to take a nap. When's the last time you just took a nap? Crane. Oh. Okay, you are in Australia. Okay. So Gabe was right. Everybody we know with a B name lives in Australia. Whatever, Lychee, you're not a wreck. You're a beautiful mess then. As we all are. The people who look like they have it together, they're just really good at covering it. Cass, that might actually depend on how long you nap for. I read that. It has to be like in some sort of 30-minute increment. I used to actually want to throw up when I got up from naps, but I found out that 30-minute increment thing and it helped a lot. Same with Gabe. He used to hate naps, and now when we nap, he wakes up okay. He's not a grumbler. Hazel's gonna fucking choke a bitch. For those coming in late, you missed this part of the stream where I drew Hazel with an M16 and a grenade launcher. So, this happened. And Grey Paladin is in debt to me. Oh no, Sniggle. Yeah, but you need it. You need it. Yeah, because the power nap thing is true, for the most part. During 24-hour comic book day last year, actually, I used that to my advantage. Because it does work. I don't know. Hello, Ushi!
Ushi.
Gabe, I really like that. Point at your paper right now. To the right. I really like that of the bird. Like, that's really nicely done. You done good.
He's coming. He's like fucking flying in. Like.
I'm looking at my camera to see. He uses a reference technically right now. So if Hazel's going ooh, so I'll see somewhat of her little finger nubs, but not the whole thing. Where are the thumbs? Thumbs you can't see. I'm a bear and I got no thumbs. Dun, 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 dun. You guys. Who's she in the lava?
Curry, yeah.
You mean Little John Serenity? I've gotten a lot of people saying different things about Hazel. Some people said she looked like Winnie the Pooh, some people said Paddington Bear. And I think actually if you're getting a lot of different comparisons like that, it's a good thing. Instead of people just being like Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh. That means you're too close. The fact I've gotten 3 different kinds and the bears do look pretty different. Like if you think about Little John from Robin Hood, he looks like Baloo, who looks like the other one from, was Baloo from
Tailspin.
Jungle Book too, right? That's the same name
What's
bear?
his name? Was it?
Yeah, so those 3 bears are the same bear. Like, for real. Hazel at least does look like she could be an amalgam of those, but she's not, directly one of those, Maybe a cousin. Uchi, your JourneyJunes are great, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
You're killing it. Come at me, Earthman. Is Gore okay? Yeah, I don't see why not. Honestly, the only thing I had a minute tripping up on when I was looking at people's stuff was someone as a character that's just topless the whole time.
Gosh.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? That's fine. I mean, they're posting it on their thing. I'm not going to highlight it for obvious reasons. But if they want to do that and then, it's up to Instagram and whoever to deal with that. But I was like, well, if that's their story, okay. I care more that it's an original character, That's still great that they thought of an original character. I'm more happy about that.
Real original, they're naked.
It's okay. They were just topless. I think they had pants. Or a merfin. It might have been a mermaid, actually. Now that I think about it. Oh, the lion. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, when he goes, woo! Yeah, I remember that. I'll take that, too. I should have looked at that as a reference, maybe. Oh, no, and this I was thinking of, and I know this is kind of obvious maybe to some, but it wasn't obvious to me right away, but her collar here can be used also as a secondary form of expression. So, how I've got this bee guy here, her little bee buddy, right? I've been using his antenna as secondary expression, right? Kind of like you would with eyebrows, yeah? So, they go up when he's excited, they go down when he's sad or sleeping, and they can be confused by having one up and one down, right? So for Hazel, she doesn't have too many forms of expression that are other than her face, right? I mean, I've used her ears, but that's kind of it until I just messed with her collar here. This collar that's kind of popped up. Her confidence can be shown through that. If she's a little bit lower in it and it's up higher, it'll look like she's kind of cowering or hiding. But right now I was like, no, I'll pull it down. She's serious now, right? She's gonna go at him. She's gonna be like, I want my bee back. So showing it lower actually makes her look like she's standing up straighter. So sometimes when you don't have something as obvious as the antenna or ears, you gotta get a little creative. And I kind of just stumbled on this, but I thought I should call it out just in case anybody else is maybe, struggling to find something to use. Because it isn't always apparent until you've been messing with the character for a while. Like Gabe, you could probably even use Kip's nose as some sort of emoting thing.
Yeah, because he also doesn't have eyebrows.
Oh.
So I haven't run into a lot of things where he's really super emoting, but I sort of Huh?
The motive.
Yeah. But I've got this like instead of having his eyes completely showing,
Yeah.
like I've got it so it's like so it's like his nose, and then if you just sort of pull up the line, then he's like,
Oh yeah.
ugh.
The under eye can do
Yeah.
a lot. I do that with the bee.
Or it can also signify that they're looking down at something. Whereas if you have it like, or I could do one of these, like, what?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's very Sunday comics.
Mm-hmm.
The apple and ketchup comment gave you a nightmare. I know, right? She told me that, and I was... Gabe's brother's the same way. He puts ketchup on everything. Everything. I don't get ketchup, people. I don't get it. It's basically tomato sugar. I want my bee back. Yes. Yes, Serenity. Good point. There you go. Flaring nostril for anger, drippy nose for sadness. Yeah. It was so gross. Crane, I bet you're also the type to eat raw SpaghettiOs out of the can, aren't you? I know your type. There's a place for you in hell. Ketchup when I was in Chicago. It's awesome. Yeah. So ketchup in some places is actually pretty good. Ketchup in Europe is actually really different too.
Mm-hmm.
They banned high fructose corn syrup, which we should do, but whatever. So none of their pop or their sauces have any corn syrup in them like that. High fructose stuff. It's usually naturally sweetened and things like that. But yeah, it tastes a lot different. I remember that. But I wasn't wasting my time on the ketchup. I was eating the aioli sauce. It's very, very good. So if the hole is as big as the bee, gotta do some math here. So if I'm drawing the hive, and the hive's opening is a little bit bigger than the bee itself, and the bee has its certain scale to hazel, I have to make sure when I show the beehive next to hazel that the proportions are correct. So that's one of the things you guys might want to keep in mind too, is your proportions, your scales, right? So if she comes up to it, so for B is this big, no, he's about this big. The door's about that big. Okay. I'm gonna place some rocks here that are just really conveniently there. Gotta get my bee back. That reminds me, I heard Tommy Lee Jones in my head for that. Get my gun back. Right? Also, Men in Black. That's a hero's journey. Of sorts. Japanese ketchup? Oh, I've never had Japanese ketchup. Grape ketchup. Lychee, I think that's just jam. Or jelly. Does anybody know, you overseas people maybe? Is there a difference between jam and jelly, or are they just different ways of saying the same thing? Give me my bee back, you mother... He's not yours. He's not yours. I like that I gave her a bag that just makes her look even fatter. Like, she's a fat bear, but I like that giving her a bag on her belly made her fatter. Oh my god, I love that. I don't know why. Jam, jelly, and preserves are different levels of sweetness. Are they really? Are you just feeding me bullshit, or is that true? Because I could totally believe that. That sounds legit. Brum, brum. I was thinking the other day about galleries, you guys, and how awkward I think I would actually feel if I had a gallery show. Like, I know this is for certain types of people, and certain people are gallery artists, and this just cements that I'm not. Because I was thinking about it, I'm like, I don't know if I'd be very comfortable standing around in a room where I'm just surrounded by my art and people are there just to look at it and I just stand there. Like, I see that completely different than a convention. Like, a convention, you're in a room full of other people showing their art and everything. Like, the intention's different there. But a gallery show, I don't think I'd ever want to do that. Because I was thinking about it, I'm like, well, you know, maybe someday do a gallery thing, whatever. And then I started actually thinking about it. I don't think that's for me. I think I'd feel a little weird. A pulpiness, wow. Oh my god, I have this amazing jam or jelly or whatever it is. It's called Michigan Cherry Tart or something, or Tart Cherry. I think it's Michigan Tart Cherry. Oh my god, it's got like full cherries that are in there and it's like super jelly-ish, but it's good. Oh, that's right, Serenity. I remember that. Oh, gosh, I love it. God, you're good. I wish I would have thought of that. That's a great idea. Who does this hack think they are? What is this, a bear? With a bee? This is awful. Jelly is juice-based and jam is just pulpy. So then I think I like jam better, because I really like pulpy things. I steal honey from hotel diners. How could you?
That's cool.
Oh man, we had a weird situation in England at one of the hotels we went to. So, what was it? We thought we bought the breakfast, but we didn't. Remember that? And the guy was like, "Oh, you're not on the list." And he said it's so nice. Or
Yeah.
But
like
we did buy it,
We had
right?
bought it, or like that. I think the lady just didn't ring me out. Like, she must have not understood that I had said yes.
I did that with my own shots. Oh no. Oh, get kicked out of my own show. That's great. Gosh, you're great. That's the thing. I feel like some artists, though, just make pieces and they don't have an artistic statement for a piece. I mean, some are just characters you throw up on a wall, you know? I don't know. I don't think there has to be an artist statement, but I feel like a lot of gallery artists kind of bullshit their way through everything. Printed a picture from a cartoon. Oh no. I think majority of us in here that don't consider ourselves gallery artists would probably be douchey if we had a gallery show. Give me back my pee. I mean, I totally think it's cool that, you know, if I have friends that get them and stuff like that, but I was thinking about it for myself and I was like, no, I would not want this. I think it was just my Spectrum vibe all over again, you know? Gabe, you feel this way too, don't you? Yeah. Gabe and I just don't really feel like we fit in that area, and that's okay. You know? Not fitting into a mold is what art's about. So if you don't fit into a gallery mold, that's okay. That doesn't mean you're not an artist. That doesn't have to be your end game either. You know?
I mean, I guess I wouldn't mind having...
Maybe for your paintings, yeah.
Yeah, like a show where, like, yeah. I mean, I don't know, like, as long as I was... Because I'd go there and I'd talk to people about stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And I think enough people would be there. Like, if you have a gallery show, I think usually it's because you are at a certain point. So the one that, like, Tim and Pooey are having seems, like, very just like they met someone who has a space. So,
yeah, that one seems nice.
Yeah.
But the ones I've been to that are like at a legit whatever, it's like, whoa. It just feels like a little bit of a circle jerk. Tim and Pooey seems nice. Theirs seems cute. But, and I mean, at least I don't think they'd be too pompous about it. But the ones I've been to are exactly how they are on TV. Well, I was trying to reflect the, politics of the toilet when involved with the jam and jelly scenario of the fair trade and the blood. And it's like, what?
I feel like I would be, if somebody started talking like that, I'd be like, you gotta go. I'm sorry.
But it's my show.
No. If it was my show and somebody was like, I really like the piece that you did.
Oh, no.
Like,
let them go. I would have just been like,
Uh-huh.
You see all that?
You see? Yeah.
You don't just see a toilet with a jelly jar in it? Really? But that's what it is.
I'd be like, this literally happened. I'm not making this shit up. This happened.
I was so drunk.
It just happened. Like
It just happened.
Yeah. And then, do you want to see the photo? Hold on. And then I just pull out my phone.
I
It
literally
happened.
copied this photo and blew it up.
That's my buddy Johnny.
You want to meet him? He's over there.
Yeah. Hey!
Yeah.
Toilet!
Sweet show! Yeah, no.
Hey, where's your toilet?
He's holding a can
Yeah,
of
where's
jelly.
the toilet?
You want party? No? Okay.
Or I get that it'd be more like what inspired you to do this?
That guy.
It
That guy
happened
over there.
with that guy.
Look at this photograph.
Hey! Look at this photograph.
Thank you, Crane. Beautiful.
Look at this graph.
Look at this graph. It was one of the best memes that involved Nickelback. What's another art show? This girl was bullshitting everything about the inspiration of peace.
Oh God.
Oh God. Oh, I would love to see. You'd fit it perfectly. So, what were you trying to do right here with the flower and the I mean, are you serious? It's like I could hear you in my head, and you'd be standing like it too. You'd be like, so, I could totally see that.
I could tell that these brush strokes here were very fierce, intense.
Intentional and deliberate.
Mm.
This is about society and how, technology has just ruined us completely.
Excuse me, I need a thing.
But this is just a picture of an iPhone on fire. Yeah, well, it is what it is, right? But, there's so much deep stuff to that. You don't even know. You should leave. You don't respect me as an artist. I actually look back fondly now on the beginning classes of college where everyone was super insecure, and you'd have those critique sessions where you put up your art on the wall and everyone just stares at it. Oh my God. I would want to be a college teacher just for that moment. Totally okay, right? Yeah, but no. Okay, cool. Alright, so I'm running into some problems here, because there's a bunch of bees that look like they're in this sort of cult situation. This is kind of a dark scene right here, okay? So there's a bunch of bees out there, and then there's a bunch of bees in here, and I want to show them kind of come out, but I gotta be delicate with that. So then her bee comes out, and then she has to find him, so I was thinking of having her dump out her bag of flowers and he comes to her, because I think she has special flowers, which makes me think that I should really show the difference. When I do this legitimately at some point, I think in all the shots where I've shown him eating the flowers in her bag, I think I'll show them as a clover or something, a very distinct shape of a flower or a leaf that's very obvious what it is, so that it doesn't look like the ones that the other bees are partaking in, you know? Look at this masterpiece! And now I just hit my, I'm finally warmed up. After doing, 8 squares Now I'm warmed up. That took way too long. Some days, different than others. Okay, so what I'm gonna do actually with this one is I think I'm gonna use some tracing paper. Because I don't actually want to use Photoshop because I'm lazy right now. Since it is just roughs, I'm going to use my time appropriately and do it this way. So if I'm doing the exact same scene, except I'm going to have her then have like bees just rushing out of here, then I'm going to want to just copy everything I've already just done. Right? And then if I take a picture of this for Instagram, I'll just have to put it on a, oh, I thought that was a bee.
It sounded like one. I don't even know what it was.
It's the blinds.
Uh-huh.
With the, I think. Yeah.
I am done with mine.
Are you? Do you want to lead through it real quick?
So, if you remember on last episode of The Thing,
Kip and the Shrug.
Crip and the Shrug, he just gotten his backpack taken. And
My God.
so he just flies out of the way of it. And this other bird comes in, swoops in, and fighting over it. They're fighting over it, and then it rips open, and all the crap falls out of it, right? And I put on my glasses because I can't see.
Oh, man.
And then he's like, "Oh shit!" And I'm gonna have like, in his eyes, I'll probably have a little bit of the reflection of some of the stuff, maybe. I don't know. Then he's like, "I gotta do something about this," and all these panels are actually I should probably put in a little line. This is like one panel that is segmented into 3 panels, but they're not like completely broken apart. So I don't add an actual gutter. It's just to show like a really quick passage of time throughout one what should we call it? One panel. So he goes over here and he tries to grab what he can. He tried to grab what he can, as to not to, you know, he doesn't want to draw too much attention to himself, so he grabs whatever he can. That sounds really wrong. He grabs whatever he can.
I don't even know what you're saying anymore. You're saying it so slow. You gotta speed up.
He draws whatever he can. He grabs whatever he can.
From the bag?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds
He
really
takes?
weird. He takes whatever he can grab. I don't know. And then he flies down, and the birds are still fighting over this shit. And he flies down here to a safe spot. So he's chilling on this rock, and he's like, "Ah, crap! This is all I managed to get." And so then I drew what he got, and he got a multi-tool and a candy bar, which will come into use later.
So, what are you gonna do for tomorrow?
Tomorrow's sticky situation, right?
I don't know. I'm not on the same day as you are.
Alright.
And I forgot what we decided and wrote. So there's that one and then this. So, just to kind of show that.
Yeah. Tomorrow's sticky situation.
Right now I'm trying to do peculiar puzzle, so basically she's there and she's looking and she's like, "You might be back," and then suddenly all these bees came out and they're like, I'm gonna have to change a little bit of that though. So really the puzzle part hasn't even happened yet, and I've already done probably 10 different thingies here. I guess that works. I don't know. Oh, good, Snake. Well, that's a personal choice, Crane. Maybe you have to woo him first. He has needs. Alright. Does anybody have anything they want to talk about real quick before we leave? I don't know if we're going to be on tomorrow to do this stuff. Gabe might be streaming games because it's his day off, technically. But we may or may not. Usually we take Fridays off. So that first Friday we did it, which I think was last week. Yeah, that was last week. That was a special occasion because it was launch day. But we'll see. Man, shit. God, that shit was on live from now. Billy beat me up in school today. Sorry to hear that. Phrase better, you fuck. My wood broke. Oh. Not that wood. Oh my god. Gotta go, company pussy. Good job, D-pad.
Yeah.
See you later. Good work. Alright, well, you guys are fighting. You can keep fighting even when we're not streaming, so go for it. But, let's see, what else? Saturday, Gabe will be streaming at 2 p.m. CST, right? Or did we switch? No, we switched to 4. Sorry. Saturday, 4 p.m. CST, which is 3 hours ago, basically exactly from now. 3 hours ago. So, on Gabe's stream, Saturday. Sunday, same time, my stream. So, we'll be doing that together. It looks good, right, Red? I like it. Anyway, you're welcome, Serenity. Keep trucking on what you're doing. You're doing a great job. Those of you who are doing JourneyJune, thank you for participating. We love having you, and you're doing such a good job. But keep it up, right? We'll see you later.
Okay.
Bye!